Are we live?
We're live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. This is our Twitch Plays Kingdom Death stream. We're going into our premiere of Season 5, starring 1.5 of Kingdom Death. But before we get into that, first off, who are we? I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And I'm the disembodied voice of TP.
No, you're embodied.
I'm actually embodied. I'm so used to saying that.
So for those of you joining us for the first time, we're going to do a brief intro on what exactly Twitch Plays Kingdom Death is. But if you're joining us for more than the first time, for the second time, the third time, if you're a fan since the beginning, we love you. Thank you for joining us again, and we hope that you have just as much fun with this one. We're bringing back our People of the Twitch quasi-variant there, where we're going to have your ability to redeem stuff. So Josh, do you want to speak about that for just a second for everyone at home?
Mumble.
I have a mic now. I don't mumble as much.
You do.
So you can redeem names. You can make your own innovations. You can make your own settlement events. You can make your own hunt events. You can make your own fighting arts. You can make your own disorders. I think that's all of them. You might be able to do something else. But if you go to the Stream Element store, you can redeem stuff and do things. So I already have some stuff redeemed.
Oh, like what?
We got some special fighting arts, some special disorders. We even have a couple special settlement events.
So how are we going to get those fighting arts on our survivors?
When we pull fighting arts, that's one of the things that can come up. What?
So within this here, Josh put a thing. So whenever you're going to draw a random fighting art, you guys at home are actually going to be drawing it. There's a separate command for that. And we're going to get into that in just a second. But this is where we talk about what exactly Twitch Plays Kingdom Death is. So we try to make this as interactive as possible. Twitch, you guys are collectively controlling one of the characters that we're going to have on the board at all times. And of course, it's going to be shown by the purple base because Twitch is purple. So how do we make it interactive? First of all, we like to have group decisions for which monsters we're going to fight. Of course, for the prologue and the first fight, you don't really have a choice there. You're going to fight the level 1, or you're going to fight the prologue line, level 1 line. So you're going to fight those. But as the game progresses, you get to choose which monsters we're going to fight by a groupthink, essentially. I'm seeing a funny face there, TP. What's up?
Oh, you turned echoey all of a sudden, too.
Okay.
Keep going.
I lost my train of thought here. The most important thing, though, is that you guys are going to be rolling dice, and we do that for many, many things here. So the dice rolling is going to be whenever you guys are attacking, rolling to wound the monster, rolling for hunt events, even rolling for...
the monster.
Even rolling for the monster. You guys are going to roll whenever the monster's attacking. The AI controller, monster controller, rather, is going to pass. But you fine folks are going to be rolling for a lot of stuff. And you're going to do that by, this is your chance to test it out, doing an exclamation mark, D space, and then whatever dice we ask you to roll. That could be a D10, a D5, a D100, a hit location die, which is exclamation mark HL. And that's going to be one of the other dice within Kingdom Death. But we, as soon as we need those dice, our lovely computer host here, TP, is going to put a command in the chat and ask you guys to roll whatever dice. And the first rolls that we get after that are going to be what we use.
I'm so used to saying TP, but it stands for Twitch Proxy, which means you guys are playing and I'm helping you control the board.
There you go. And then whenever there is moves for you guys to do on the board, please shout out whatever you guys want to do. We're going to take into account like majority rules there. So if we see something that a lot of people want to do, even if it kind of goes against what Josh and I want to do, which has happened many times before. Let's go back to season 3 where they ate the bug.
Yeah, they ate the bug.
Yeah, which could have killed them, but it didn't. They got a little lucky there.
It worked out for us. I mean, come on.
It did. But TP, is there any other way that I'm missing that we make this as interactive as possible for the fine folks at home?
Well, I think that we do voting, too.
Yeah, voting for which monster, and then other
polls,
events too.
contests.
Another prime example is for when we get to the settlement events. When we're drawing to innovate, you guys are going to vote on which...
They're actually going to pull the settlement events now and the innovation cards.
Oh, let's work for us.
Yeah, they're going to do everything for us now. We don't have to do anything.
This is great. I love you guys. But with that, thank you.
Thanks, POV playthrough. So do you want to point out...
in just 1 minute.
So I do want to point out that we are only 2 more subscribers away from our sub-only giveaway, and that will be a Kingdom Death themed giveaway tonight. We do have a lot of white boxes signed by Adam Poots himself with special notes for everyone. Each note is individual.
Personalized.
I have actually a special piece of art in the back room.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have a special piece of art signed by someone else on the KDM team. We're very excited about that. And, before I go any further, I forgot to mention that this stream and all of this week's streams are sponsored by Millennium Blades by Level 99 Games, as well as these awesome gear grids that you're going to see us using throughout this season of Twitch Plays Kingdom Death by Lightning and Lace. You can check out their Etsy store and you can get your own. And we're currently running a giveaway right now, so you guys can get your own set of these gear grid cards to use at home in your personal campaigns.
Yeah. And thank you so much, Gamers Curse, for subscribing.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And one more thing, official announcement: we started our own Kickstarter for the Tabletop Talisman.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to show that little video real quick?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Commercial.
Okay.
Does TP know how to do that?
Sorry.
It's already set up, so she should.
Oh,
I got
be
it.
able to.
Jeez.
Put
Okay.
her right on the spot.
And that William is the guy for one of the guys. Him and his wife
That's
did
fantastic.
the gear grids.
Oh,
Hello,
thanks for
thank you.
joining us.
Thank
We
you for
love
coming. Really
them.
excited. We really do love these things. These are so good for the stream because I kept constantly knocking the gear
Man,
grids around.
if anyone
I haven't
go,
played with one yet, so this will be my first time playing with the gear grid.
if anyone goes and sees season 1, where we used to have a camera on the gear grid itself, and we're just like knocking it over, and I'm obsessed with making sure it looks straight. Like that would have been super helpful then. So, all right. So I'm muting you all, and we're gonna run this really quick.
Thanks.
All right. See you in a second.
My mother used to say, always use your accessories to display the things you love. That's the inspiration behind the Tabletop Talisman collection by Twist Gaming. I worked with Twist Gaming because such a passionate group of people have brought together as many gamers as, well, just about anyone. My wish is that the Tabletop Talisman design becomes the universal symbol of gaming culture. Because with Tabletop Talisman, your love of gaming will always be with you.
Yay, we're back.
We're back.
So we hope you guys liked that. That's our little video for the Tabletop Talisman. We'd really appreciate it if you guys went and checked it out. Even if you just share it around, back for $1. And if you love it, then buy it. You know.
And share the campaign. The best thing that you can do. Listen, first of all, fun fact: I filled it in with the purple paint, so that's
he filled
kind
it
of
in.
like
He colored in the lines.
I colored in the lines. The best thing that you can do, the nicest thing that you could do for us is just share it with your friends. It may not be, your bag, but it might be for somebody else. And we have great limited spots for holiday delivery, so make sure you back early in order to take advantage of holiday delivery, because I'm sure that our Tabletop Talisman line is going to make a great gift for somebody.
And even if you back for $1, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
So going into this now, I believe it's time for us to get into, as I like to say, the meat and potatoes of the game.
One thing I want to mention: we talked about things you could do.
Mm-hmm.
So how you do those? So you go on that store, but how do you get your points? We didn't mention that.
Oh yeah,
I think we should mention that real quick. Is you get points for watching, and if you help donate to the stream, you also get points for that. And we're doing double points. So it used to be for every $1 you got, you would get 100 points. You're getting 200 points now. And the other thing we do is, Matt, if you grab that, we do have another little kind of piece of jewelry behind the card cam. If you donate over $30 tonight, you get the ashes of Settlement 4.
Josh burned Settlement 4. So someone redeemed a fighting art.
Yeah.
But so we burned Settlement 4. So those are all the character sheets and the settlement sheets that we shoved into a fire and burned, and those are the ashes for him. We made a nice little lovely lantern-based necklace off of it.
And I believe Hulone is going to be the first one who gets one of those.
Yep.
Yeah. He's going to get one of those, and then I have enough to make quite a handful more. So
You kept the ashes for that?
yeah, they're in a little baggie over there.
And what about this surprises you?
I just hadn't heard it yet.
Do we get a cool video like when Settlement 2 was burned?
If Matt ever works on it.
Under the bus. There's a bus that's driving over Matt backing up and driving right over him
He's just so
again.
busy with none of those Gen Con videos that he's had
Exactly.
all this time to do all the other videos.
All right, so we've got another video for you guys, and we're gonna officially get this Kingdom Death stream on the road, right?
Merrick's Bobby, it's $30.
So go ahead, TP.
Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing. One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other. Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Overcome with terror and grief, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. But the man did not want to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all of his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere in the place of stone faces, nameless men stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle.
Hello!
All right, back.
So we hope you all enjoyed that video. It's a little bit of a throwback. That's from Season Trace. But here we are in Season 5. It's the same Prologue fight. And we are going to be fighting the little baby Prologue White Lion Kitty.
Oh, no big deal. Just a little baby kitty.
Right?
Sure.
No, Josh?
Yeah, just we just woke up. This is it's a baby lion.
We have the ink in our eyes and all of that jazz. So we've got the board quasi set up here, but we're going to be transferring over to that in just a minute because TP right now is pulling all of the survivor names for us, the starting survivor names, so we could name these horrible people that we have here. So just as a reference, to which, of course, you guys are going to be playing as the purple character, and we'll find out who that is in just a minute. I will be playing... Ooh, my color changed. I'm going to be playing
blue.
as the blue character this time around, and you're going to be playing as red because you are fancy, and Josh is going to be playing green because green's the tank.
Green is the tank.
So Ebron's asking, did we hit the sub giveaway? I believe we did. TP will double check that in just a second.
I believe we did. I'm just trying to figure out where I see what our starting survivors' names are.
So we will be doing the subscriber only giveaway. Survivor only giveaway. Only the survivors could win. The subscriber only giveaway. Jesus, I'm doing bad today. At the end of the stream this evening. So have we announced what that is yet?
We have not. It is definitely going to be Kingdom Death themed. It's probably going to be something signed by one of the staff members over at Kingdom Death. It could be a piece of art, or it could be a white box, could be a dice set. I'm not exactly quite sure yet.
I hope it's that art print.
So
It's the last art print.
Enter the third.
Your settlement, bring fortune to our first.
So can you make sure you leave a note somewhere for Ender?
Just give me one of the survivor sheets.
Sure.
I forgot that was the image.
Oh, you two dancing?
Yes.
thank you so much, Ender. So did you see the message? Lightning and Lace here.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
All right. So we're gonna name a survivor, and I'm assuming it's
The ones that say starting the season 5 starting survivors.
okay. Season 5 starting survivors. The first one was named by Eberron.
So that's going to be Twitch, then, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Twitch, you are what?
SpongeBob the Hit Eater.
The Hit Eater?
The
Hit
Hit
Eater.
Eater.
One more time. Hit Eater.
SpongeBob the Hit HIT space Eater, like you're eating.
Okay. That's so weird. Oh, he's the tank. Because he's a sponge. I get it. That's cheesy.
You're cheesy. It's spongy, actually.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
All right, so
Number 2. I'll claim number 2.
Wow.
What?
Number 2. The settlement name is not that name anymore. Just so you know,
Oh.
it's been changed.
However, the next name is starting survivor for season 5 is Matt is Awesome.
Oh, well, cool.
That was going to be the settlement name.
I saw that. I was like, wait, the settlement name is Matt is Awesome.
And then
no.
chat changed their mind on the settlement name and said, but we'll have a certain survivor with that name.
That would have been the greatest if Matt is awesome. Oh.
No, we like Matt Sucksville better. So Exelon named the next one.
That's going to be you, Ann. So here
Okay.
you go. Oh, you have a pencil. Look at you. So what is the third starting survivor's name?
Fantasia.
I hope his last name is Barino.
There's no last
Fantastic.
name, but I'm sure Exelon wouldn't mind if we just add that in.
When
there.
we get family and you
When
have
we
the
get family, we're
names,
gonna name it.
name it Fantasia Barino.
That one, he said for gender both. I don't know. The name is throwing me off because it's Fen, but it's off of Fantasia. So I guess we can go either way with that one.
So Matt is awesome. Oh, what's
The
Spon-
red one is the red,
Character is a female.
and I'm a chick.
So we're gonna go with the female.
So we're
So
gonna female.
TP, did you want Twitch to be male or female for SpongeBob?
Let's go with male.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank
Major
you so
Koenigs.
much.
Konings.
And then so we've got one more.
And what is Josh's character
I
going to
think
be
I'm
named?
gonna cry.
Oh no.
It's still too soon.
Is it Hope?
It's hopeful.
Oh.
It's really. Anyone who doesn't remember season 1.
That was season 1, wasn't it?
Season 1
It's
is
been a
about a
long
year and a
time.
half ago now.
Wow.
Hope was our leader, and she died a very vital.
She had
very-
both of her arms ripped off, and she went in
violent
as
death.
a fist and tooth specialist.
she was
to
biting
go-
the butcher.
To go fight the butcher, and she bit the butcher, but the butcher bit back. Literally, the next AI card was bite, and her head exploded.
Yep.
That was
R.I.P.
sad.
in peace, Hope. R.I.P. in peace. All right, so we've got our 4 starting survivors. We've got Twitch playing as SpongeBob Hit Eater. Matt, that's me, playing as Matt is Awesome. I like it. Anne is playing as Fantasia.
Fantastic.
And Joshua is playing as...
Runners up for season 5.
Oh, make sure you give them their points too.
Ooh.
TP.
All right, and Josh is playing as... Hopeful.
Hopeful.
So Easy said that she had 2 hearts as well. Wasn't that because you were trying to reattach an arm, and
Yeah,
it
we
ended
gave
up
her-
getting messed up, and she ended up with 2 hearts?
Yeah, we gave
Oh,
her a second
yeah.
heart. We tried to do Silk Surgeon.
I forgot we had the Spidiculous added in there.
Yeah, that was
That was a weird settlement right there. So we are starting. So it's time for us to go to the prologue fight. So I forget what the prologue fight setup is. Is it normal?
It's just the setup. We're there. I'm done. There's no terrain. We're 6 spaces away from the white line.
Okay.
It's
But
a
wait,
very, very simple fight.
You forgot something though.
What?
We have to transfer over to the board cam. Do you remember how to do that? And do you know how to do that now? We have a new way of transferring over to the board
I thought
cam.
you just did magic fingers and it happened.
Oh, okay, you know.
Exactly.
Magic finger.
You ruined it.
You're kind of ruining it. Can you magic fingers?
Wait. These aren't. Oh.
Look at how happy she is with herself.
Oh, apparently I can't spell white line. TP, if you could fix
You
that, please.
can't spell.
That's how you spell white.
Remember when we used to...
Thank you for the other subscription.
you.
Brazilian
Brazilian
engineer.
You got really excited. I
Are
know
we
you
buddies
did.
now? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Remember when we used to play Rise of the Run Lords?
A Brazilian times over. All right, so we are set up on the board here. It is us against Mr. White Lion. Josh, we've got the White Lion's AI cards and hit location cards all set up.
Yep.
We woke up from our slumber, wiping the ink out of our eyes, and it's time to go against Mr. Kitty here. So let's talk really super duper quickly about... There are none. There are no survivor stats. So let's show off what we have here. Well, there is one waist armor. So we all have the same starting gear, and it is the cloth armor. So that's one armor to your waist, and we've got the founding stone, and the founding stone is going to be our primary weapon as well as fist and tooth. So founding stone, fist and tooth. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good.
Huh?
Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, say yes to the dress. So the founding stone, you're going to see these 3 numbers at the top there. And again, this is a kind of a refresher for anyone who's not familiar with the game. First time over, those 3 numbers are your speed, your accuracy, and your strength.
So, can you tell me what the importance is when it comes to speed?
I certainly can. So speed, simply put, is the amount of dice that you roll.
And accuracy
Is what you need to roll in order to hit the monster. So, barring any modifiers, you need to roll a 7+. So a 7, 8, 9, 10 to hit the monster with the founding stone.
and the 7+ is just for this particular monster.
No, it is this weapon.
That's a weapon.
The monster could have
right.
modifiers such as plus evasion stats, which can modify that, but in the grand scheme of things, it is generally a 7+ to hit with this weapon.
Speed, accuracy, and
Strength. So strength is going to be how hard you hit the monster. So you take that 1, and then you're going to roll a d10 and add those 2 numbers together, and that's going to be your total wound attempt roll. So that number is going to directly compare to the monster's toughness. So for the first fight here, the White Lion has a toughness of what, Josh?
6.
6. So you're going to need to roll a 5+ because you have to meet or beat the monster's toughness. So if you roll a 5+ with the founding stone, you're going to wound the monster. And so there's going to be hit location cards that get drawn whenever you hit the monster to determine which place of the monster you're actually trying to wound it. Note, a 1 is always a failure regardless of how much strength you have, and a 10 is always a success.
Even if you don't meet the top. So if the monster's toughness was 30,
And you rolled a 10?
10, and you +1, it still succeeds. It doesn't matter that it was an 11. 10 always succeeds.
Correct. Now, barring any modifiers, a 10 is also referred to as a critical wound. So you can have luck that modifies that. So if you have plus luck, you're going to get... If you have +1 luck, you're crit on a 9 or 10. If the monster's got +1 luck, you would only crit on a 10 if you had +1, so they nullify each other.
But that also depends where you're hitting the monster. Sometimes the locations are not critical.
So just give me one hit location to show off for
We'll show that
everyone
out
here.
when we hit, and we'll talk about it.
Never mind.
Let's do the monster's turn first, and then we can go into it.
So another important thing to note here is the Founding Stone has a special ability on it, and this is unique to the Founding Stone, and that is spend, and that lightning bolt is your activation. Every survivor's got 2 things that they can do. You've got your activation, and you've got your movement. So the movement looks like a little rook in chess. I'm sorry, a knight. Thank you, Yo Frodo. And your activation, you get 1 of those a turn, 1 of each a turn. So you can spend your activation to chuck the Founding Stone at a monster and do an automatic critical wound. That could be very, very handy when you get into a tight circumstance.
And then you lose the founding
You
stone.
lose your Founding Stone forever.
You have to fight
However,
with your fist and teeth, which for stat-wise, it's a 2-8-0, but your fist and teeth are deadly, which means you get kind of +1 luck when you're attacking with
And
them.
again, 2 is speed, 8 is accuracy.
So it's 1 less accuracy, so it's a little harder to hit. It's 1 less strength, so it's a little harder to wound, but it's lucky. It's deadly, so you get +1 additional luck to it, so you crit on a 9 or 10. So you get a little bit of a stat boost there because of that. So those are the items that we have. It's very sparse in the beginning. We've got our 1 waist armor. That TP, if you could please add that to your survivor stats. But that's the only other survivor stat modifier that we have. We all have 5 movement that you can use to move in any direction your heart desires, except orthogonally.
Yeah, orthogonally. Yeah.
Say it one more time.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Orthogonally?
Yes.
So you can't move in that other direction.
Diagonally.
Where? I can't see.
Exactly. TP, if you could also put a contest up when you have a minute.
Hey,
Please and thank you.
I have a question that's been really bothering
Yes.
me. What's the name of the crab from The Little Mermaid?
No. I'm going for this.
So everybody by default starts with a movement of 5, right?
That is
Yes.
correct. And you're going to have modifiers that affect that, and that could be your armor makes you a little bit slower or faster. You can lose a leg, and you'll be slower. Seems a little morbid, but this is Kingdom Death after all. You're going to see just how unattached you should become to your survivors.
One thing to note, we all start with 1 survival, since we do have a name.
Can you explain to me what survival is?
So survival lets you do survival actions. Right now, all we can do is dodge.
What are the survival actions?
As we progress through the game, we'll unlock them. The survival actions are dodge, which is going to allow you to spend your survival to dodge out of the way of one of the monster's hits when they're attacking you. So it's a way for you to be like, no, I dodged that. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Then we have the encourage action, which once that's unlocked, if a survivor is knocked down, they have 2 ways of getting up. One is to wait until the full cycle until their next turn, right, Josh?
Till after them, they have to wait for the monster to do a full move
Yeah.
for full activation.
And then they will stand up on their own, or you can stand someone else up at once if you spend 1 of your survival to encourage them up. Then we have the dash action, which is you spend a survival to essentially double move. And thank you so much. I can't read.
Mike of Aegis.
Oh, Mike of Aegis. I wanted to say Mike Fagus, and I'm like, what?
We might almost
That
be
doesn't
another
make
giveaway.
We're almost at another giveaway. Yeah, that's exciting. Dash allows you to essentially use your survival action to do a second movement. So move another number of your movement spaces up to that many. And you can stack that with your movement. And then finally, your last one is Surge, which is you use your survival action for an activation. So you can use that to attack twice, or you could use that to search and investigate twice, something to that effect. And we'll get to that.
And
in
there's
just a
one
second.
more new survival action for 1.5 called Endure, which is a late game, which allows you to ignore a severe injury. But that's not till
Much later.
Much later in the game.
So we'll explain that when we get to it. That's very new for us. We've played it at one time, and that was at Gen Con at the KDM demo booth.
But it's good to know up front.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there's certain times where you can use your survival actions, and we'll talk about those more as we get to them.
The what?
There's certain times you can use your survival actions, and we'll talk about them
Thank
when
you.
we get to them.
And then finally, let's just go over what these survivor stats are. We have very minimal right now, but you have your 5. Can you please move, Matt? Move that. I'm Matt. Move Matt. You have 5 starting movement. You have 0 accuracy to start. So if you get more accuracy, it's easier for you to hit the monster. You have strength, which is going to be the more strength you have, the easier it is for you to wound the monster. You have your evasion, which is what we like to consider the best stat, because your evasion is going to be what allows you to...
How hard it is for the monster to hit you.
There you go. That's the best example of what to say. So how hard it is for the monster to hit you. So the more evasion, the better. You have your luck, which is how...
Oh, Narfalic, thank you.
What?
Thank you, Kerfunkel.
I was giving you the look for the same thing that Exelon was commenting on.
Oh,
That's
yeah. I read like a drunken 5-year-old.
Look at that big bit.
Whoa!
We love you, Narfalic. Luck is how easy it is for you to crit the
My
monster.
sheet
No, it's
with
fine.
my handwriting?
How easy it is for you to crit the monster, and then speed is how many dice you roll when you attack the monster.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have our armor locations, our hit locations on our survivors, where we can get hurt, and that is our head, our arms, our body, our waist, and our legs, and those are represented on a hit location die. You have armor there. Well, right now we only have our waist, but that's going to absorb the damage from the monster.
One point of damage from the monster.
Correct, for
Because
each point of armor.
if I go beyond the 1 point,
You start checking these boxes that you see here. So the first box you check is your light injury, no big deal. Second box you check is your heavy injury. That's when you fall down.
what happens when you have to check the heavy injury box?
You get knocked down, but you'll get up again.
What happens with the
It's
book?
never going to keep me down.
Nothing. If you get
That goes
damage
beyond
beyond
the
the
hit.
heavy injury, though,
That's right.
you're going to take a severe injury, which you have to roll on the severe injury table, and nothing's good on that.
Chat's asking where these character sheets are from. These are from BGG site. I don't remember the name of them, and they're not completely updated with the new 1.5 stuff.
And
If
then
you message me in Discord, I'll try to find you a link, or I'll share the file with you. I just don't recall where it is.
And then finally, the last piece there is your insanity, which is effectively your brain armor. So once you have 3 insanity, you are considered technically insane in the game, and there's going to be different things that trigger off of your insanity. But for all intents and purposes, your insanity is your brain armor. So think of it that way.
So basically, the world of Kingdom Death is just so crazy that the more insane that you are, the
more
better
able you are to
you're
cope.
able to deal with the world. So being more insane is a good thing.
For the most part,
the
that
most
is
part,
correct.
yeah.
There are a few times when that's not the case, but yes, you are right there.
So we'll go back over the sheet as things happen, and we show it off. So,
Let's show off the Lion's basic action card.
all right.
So this is going to be the monster's default action, and as he's going to be drawing AI cards, which is going to be his special actions that he's going to be taking. But if he ever has to default to his basic action, this is what he's going to do. And he's going to pick a target, so the closest survivor in field of view. Field of view is every space on the board except for the 2 spaces behind him. And that's referred... Just move the board, Josh.
Sorry.
He's got little T-Rex arms.
It's referred to as the monster's blind spot. And the nice thing about the blind spot is, 1, the monster can't see you there, so you can't be a threat there. And then 2 is that
you get a bonus.
Yeah,
you get a bonus when attacking. Thank you. I lost my
So
train
you
of
get plus
thought.
1 accuracy when you attack him in the butt, because he can't see you, so you can't dodge as well.
Exactly. And then the attack there, he's going to move an attack. So he's going to move up to his maximum movement, which is what, Josh?
6.
He moves 6. So he's a little bit faster than us. And then he's going to attack with speed 2. So what does that mean, Ann?
He's going to roll 2 die.
There you go. 2 dice. And then his accuracy is a 2+, which means that he needs to only roll a 2 or higher to hit you. So that's a lot better than your rolls.
Thank you, Andy Looney.
And then finally, he does 1 damage. So each attack that he is successful on is going to do 1 damage to you. And again, there's other things that can modify this that might come up throughout the game, and we'll show those off as they come
And
to
you
it.
want to show the other side of that card real quick?
Sure thing. So this is how the White Lion scales as you get your Prologue Lion, your level 1, your level 2, and your level 3. And we'll get into that as we start fighting them. But then his basic action, his instinct, is Sniff. And Sniff is, if there's no targets that the White Lion can pick up, he's going to sniff. And that is, the White Lion sniffs the air and ends its turn. Until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats, despite any effects that say otherwise.
Why does level 1 in that card say movement of 6 and toughness of 8, but the lion that we're fighting is movement of 6 and a toughness of 6?
Because this is not a level 1. This is the Prologue Lion.
I got cut off. Okay.
The first story. And he has a custom deck of cards, and the book tells you how to do it. So there is 8 cards in the deck. Mm-hmm. So that means the lion has 9 health, because you got to get rid of all the cards and then do 1 more damage.
Right.
And then the game starts with 1 certain card on top of the AI deck and 1 certain card on top of the hit location deck to kind of show. It's a very good, well put out tutorial system, kind of like when you're playing a video game. It walks you through every little step.
It is certainly not an easy tutorial, though.
No, it's not easy, but so
Who wants to start us out?
Well, we need,
Oh, yes, the monster controller. So this is the monster controller card, and this is going to be passed around from player to player for each round. And so if you are the monster controller and the monster is attacking your survivor, you get +1 insanity. So it's a way for you to gain some brain armor in the process. And Anne is mean-mugging TP right now. All right, so that's the monster controller. Who's starting off as monster controller, Josh?
I will, like always.
Because
I'm the tank.
there you go. Despite us having all of the same gear.
TP, did you start a giveaway yet and a contest?
Not yet on the giveaway, not yet on the contest, but I do want to stop for 1 second for a public service announcement.
Okay, and
Which
what's
It's
that?
is-
not good to crack your knuckles around Anne because it is actually her least favorite thing in the whole world.
That is one thing that needs to be said. The other thing that needs to be said is we are officially having a sub-only giveaway tonight.
So you have to be a sub sandwich to win.
Or a subscriber. A sub sandwich
okay.
or a subscriber. One or the other is going to be perfectly fine, but we will need proof if you are a sub sandwich because we want to get rich off of that. You being a talking, chat interacting sub sandwich and all.
State issued driver's
There is
license
actually a
acceptable.
face cam that you can make yourself a sub sandwich.
Thank you. The other thing that we're going to do is a giveaway because we did hit $100. For every $100 that we raise, we have a giveaway. And we're halfway to the next one of that as well.
Oh, wow.
So we could have potentially 3 giveaways tonight.
And if we hit $300, we're going to add another expansion to the game, which is going to be viewer's choice. So we already had one, which
What
is going to be
expansion is that?
Slenderman.
Oh, goodness. Slendy.
Yeah, and also, can you write down Narfelic's name for another pendant to give?
I sure can. A pendant. That's very pendantic of you.
All right. So I will start with monster controller. I am the green character, and TP is going to put a contest who's going to get the final blow.
And when you need these survivors' names, let me know, and I'll provide those for you, TP.
We're going to draw the first AI card.
So the lion goes first.
Lion goes first. The monster always goes first unless the rulebook says otherwise.
The claw. Ooh. So the claw, pick target closest threat facing in range. We are all the same amount of spaces away from the lion, and we are all facing and in range.
I want to explain what facing is.
Facing is all of the spaces directly in front of the lion from the first row completely forward. Whoops, I hit myself there. But that's all of the spaces forward of the front of the lion. So that's facing.
Yep.
So which person's going to take it? I think since Josh is the tank,
I get +1 insanity.
He wants +1 insanity too. So the lion.
How did you get +1 insanity?
Because I am the monster controller, and if I attack myself, I get +1 insanity.
But so let me move this out of the way because we have to show you what the lion's doing. He's going to go ba-doop, 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 grrr. So he's going to attack Josh there.
Sound effects not included?
Yes. Sound effects not included.
All right, so TP, we need 2 d10s to be rolled.
Because the lion is attacking Josh. So it's got 2 speed, 2 plus accuracy, and it's going to do 1 damage. So TP is going to have chat roll 2 dice, 2 d10s.
How does chat, for those of you who are new to joining us, how do you participate in the chat, in the dice rolling?
See that command that she put in chat right there?
No.
Please roll 2 d10s. So you're going to do !D space 10. And that is going to roll the d10s for us.
They rolled
You
a
gotta hit
1?
the enter button.
You have to hit the enter button. So the first one's a 1 and the second one's a 4. And because the attack hits on a 2+, that's actually 1 miss and 1 hit.
1 hit.
So I do want to point out there is a question in chat. Besides subscribing, do you have anything else to enter the contests? So we do have a sub-only giveaway, which all you have to do is subscribe. Anyone who's not a subscriber, unfortunately, is not eligible. But we do have non-subscribers, so anyone can enter those giveaways every time we hit $100, and we'll let you know when those contests are up. We also have a contest for gear grids, a classic SNES, and a copy of Millennium Blades, and I'll link that over right now.
All right. And also, it's really easy to sub. And if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription every month as well. So it's possibly free for you, too.
Yeah.
So Josh is going to take 1 hit, and he's rolling the hit location die, and he rolled a head there. So that's a real way to get ahead in the game.
Can you show that in card cam?
I sure can. Josh rolled a head.
I rolled a head.
An upside down head.
I have 1 survival. I'm going to take this time to spend my 1 survival to dodge.
Because if
hit.
you didn't, you would actually take a heavy hit there, and you'd be knocked down.
Yeah, so if you show us a character sheet.
So showing off a character sheet there.
Your
your
head is the only location that...
Let me show off a different character sheet. Your head is the only location that does not have a light injury. It only has a heavy injury. So as soon as you take a heavy injury to your head, you're going to get knocked down.
Yep. All right, so I used up my 1 survival. I have no more survival left.
But that's the end of the lion's turn.
That's the lion turn.
He did his attack, and now it's our turn to get some sweet, sweet revenge on Josh's behalf.
Can I throw my stone at him?
Do you want to throw your stone at him?
Yeah, I want to throw my stone at him.
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna chuck my founding stone.
Wait, your founding stone's name is Chuck?
Yes. Can I do it? Oh, that was horrible.
He
I'm gonna
threw it
get that.
completely off the table.
What did you do?
It's just fine.
that was horrible.
So it's gone anyway. So
It's gone.
So you'll get it later.
what does that mean when you chuck your founding stone?
So if you show your founding stone off, it says when
I
you
have to
toss
show
it.
my founding
I
stone off.
tossed mine off the
Someone
table because
irresponsibly tossed theirs away.
you can spend your activation to sling the stone from anywhere on the board. Archive this card for 1 automatic hit that inflicts a critical wound.
Okay.
So I'm going to automatically do a crit.
So a crit for the
Did I
lion.
screwed that up.
You might have. It's the strange hand.
I did. Oops.
Why did you screw this up?
I forgot you need to spend a survival to do this.
You are a dum-dum.
I am a dum-dum.
So he messed up here because it's got a critical wound here, and that is you hack off the monster's hand, spend 1 survival to treasure this moment, and gain +1 permanent strength. So you do not gain a permanent strength.
Because I have no survival to spend.
Still cut his hand
cut his hand off, so we're going to do 1 wound.
And so the nice thing here, first let's explain the anatomy of the hit location
Okay.
card. So the top one here, you see it says failure. Oh, where is it? Failure. This is your reaction. That's a little R next to it. So you have 3 different kinds of reactions that a card could possibly have. You have your failure action.
Yes.
You have your wound action, and then you have your... What's the third one? Failure, wound.
Failure, wound, And reflex.
Reflex, thank you. Reflex is the third one. So a reflex always happens. A failure happens only if you don't wound the monster.
Yes.
And a wound happens only if you wound the monster. But none of the three happen if you crit the monster. So if you crit it, it ignores the reaction of the monster, and then it jumps, and you only resolve this text here. So the cool thing is that it's also got a persistent injury on this card. So the lion now has a lost hand. So his hand is gone.
Yeah, I chopped his hand off by throwing a stone at it.
So it affects some AI cards. So what happens is some of the cards that we're going to draw that the monster's going to attack with are going to be affected by the fact that he no longer has a hand.
And that card, since the persistent injury, it's going to stay out of the hit location deck onto the side of the board.
But most importantly, since Josh wounded the monster, we're going to reduce the monster's life total by 1.
So Matt, how do we do that?
So TP is going to reduce it on the board on the overlay for everyone to see visually. But what you do is you take the top card in the AI deck and you put it into the wound stack. So essentially, you're removing the monster's moves from it as you're doing damage to it. So he's going to become more and more predictable as the game goes on. You deal more damage to him.
It's a shame we don't have the camera set up so that you can see how the setup is on the side of the board.
Sure is.
Okay, good talk.
I don't know what you want me to do there. However, that's the end of Josh's turn. He used his action. You can't do anything else. Well, he can move, actually.
I can move.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'm going to start walking around to get near his butt later.
You're going to walk
Matt,
around.
I do need the other survivor names.
And what do you have for the
So I have-
survivor names?
Matt is awesome, because how could I forget that?
I mean, how could you?
And then I've got SpongeBob, THE, the hit eater.
Yeah, SpongeBob the
SpongeBob,
Yeah.
the SpongeBob. What
Fantasia
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
and Hopeful.
That's right.
And Hopeful. Too soon. So that is the end of Josh's turn. You're going to run which direction, Josh?
Yeah, that way.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah. let's go
Okay.
there.
So I am going to take my turn now because I want to do what every boy wants to do growing up. I'm going to punch it in the butt. So I'm going to run over to the lion's blind spot. What's up, TP?
I just want to point out what the contest is for. People were asking how else you can enter the giveaways. Well, with the contest, you can bet your points that you're earning by watching, and you can kind of use those contests to gain additional points and bet on them a little bit. And if you win, obviously you'll get extra points and use those to have better chances in the upcoming giveaways.
So I'm going to attack with Fist and Tooth.
Okay.
So I'm in the blind spot. So that's going to make the 8+ of Fist and Tooth a 7+.
Because you have +1 accuracy from the butt.
I rolled a 9 and a 4.
So that's one hit.
So that's one hit. I'm a one-hit wonder here.
And you drew your trap card.
Did I really?
No, I get it.
Oh, my God. So I'm attacking the Beast's Maw.
I don't think that we discussed what the trap card is. He made the joke, and I think maybe we should discuss
So
what a trap
buried
card is.
somewhere randomly in that hit location deck is the trap card. So when you get to that, the lion is going to fool you. You go to attack it, and he turns around and he attacks you instead. And there's going to be a special reaction that you cannot dodge on all of the trap cards for all the different monsters. So we will show it off a little bit more when we get there, but that is your way of reshuffling the hit location deck is by activating the trap card. And it's generally very nasty, and you don't want to deal with it.
And Josh often has a tendency to put it right on top of the stack.
You know, recently he's been doing quite the opposite, and I'll give him the props for that.
And Frodo was asking about the art cards. Those are physical art cards.
Yeah.
And we will ship those out.
So I hit one hit. I am attacking the Beast Maw. How much strength does my attack have?
0.
So I need to roll a 6+ to wound.
But if you roll 9, you crit because you're using your fists and they're deadly.
My fists are deadly. Nah, but this has a failure location, so it's even worse if I mess it up. I crit. I rolled a perfect 10.
Natural 10.
Natural 10.
Perfect. That's a lantern.
The lantern. There you go. So I have crit the monster. Didn't even need to Fist and Tooth, but I did anyways. The blow destroys the white lion's jaw. Permanent injury affects some cards. Roll a d10. I rolled a 9. So on a 5+, which I'm pretty sure a 9 is higher than a 5.
Yes.
The white lion's jaw flies off of its face. The attacker gains 1 courage and 1 survival. So I can't gain the survival because we have a maximum of 1, correct?
There's technically no limit in the intro.
And what does that mean?
Someone just redeemed a Matt art card.
Well,
A Matt art card. Of all the art cards, it's Matt.
because I'm drop dead sexy.
Because Matt is awesome.
Matt is awesome.
This
So I'm
might
gonna-
be the season that everyone appreciates Matt. Just
No.
kidding, it won't be.
So I'm going to gain 1 courage, and are you saying that I'm going to gain a survival, Josh?
I'm going to say so. If Zenos here, if he jumps in chat eventually, we'll ask.
So I am going to have 2 survival then, and I am going to, most importantly, reduce the monster's life total by 1. So Josh, please take the top AI card and throw it in the wound stack. And TP, can you please reduce the monster's life total by 1?
Can do.
So TP and Anne, both of you still have your actions remaining.
Yes.
So you can duke it out between the 2 of you. Who is going to do what? And you cannot reach the monster's buttocks.
Because I'm too far away and I need 5 movement to get there.
TP, you can reach the monster's buttocks, and you'd be attacking the left cheek.
So wait, you're saying Twitch is able to attack the left cheek?
Left butt cheek.
So for anyone who hasn't seen our previous seasons,
Left cheek, best cheek.
spoiler
Left cheek,
alert,
best cheek.
You could have let her get there.
the left cheek is the best cheek. I'm glad
That's
that
from season 1.
That's
How did
season
that,
1.
I mean,
It's like
I
episode 1.
Yeah.
That was, I want to say that was...
Valkfield, maybe?
No, Cagerit.
Cagerit.
Kadra.
Yeah.
And Narfalek just redeemed 6 star cards.
Ooh.
Whole pack.
So, Maelstrom, left cheek, all caps. There we go.
So I'm going to guess that they want to hit the
you
left
wanna-
cheek because everyone is spamming left cheek in chat.
Unless you want to jump in there and just, you could hit it in the face before they have a chance to run to the butt.
I feel like the desire to left cheek, best cheek the lion is just so great, and they really can't wait for it.
Oh.
So I'll take the hit in the face after.
Uh,
One
Matt,
second,
I
we've
think
got
you got
onesie
onesie.
time.
It could be one of you doubling up, so you might want to check who it is.
Is that a
Was
thing?
there a time limit?
I can get
I wasn't. Wait a second. Hold on. I wasn't timed at this time. I was not informed that the time for this onesie expired.
It's for the whole stream.
It's
Okay.
the whole stream. So doubling up means we might have a second layer of onesie.
This is not a thing.
It is unfortunate.
Apparently, it's a thing.
So I would like to point out though, Anne, it might behoove you to let them go first, because if they'd attack him in the butt, and the lion has a reaction that has it turn around, do you know where you'll be?
Not getting run over.
Be in the butt.
That's true.
So it's
it's a
actually,
win-win for Anne.
Après-vous.
See Vooply.
So Twitch, are you going to hit it with your fist
We're gonna-
or take the fountain stone to it?
Oh, it is onesie time for Matt.
Oh, I was hoping that it would be a.
And then we're going to let Twitch answer. Sorry, what was the question?
Fist and tooth?
Fist and
or
tooth?
fountain stone into the butt?
These are hard options. So, Josh, can you talk about the benefits of one versus the other?
So fist and tooth is a better chance to crit and get cool effects. And it's easier to wound with the fountain stone. And it's easier to hit.
Matt is doing some.
Does Matt know where his
shirtless
onesie
dancing.
is? No. It's in the bedroom because we washed it.
Okay, say that one more time. So the advantage of going for fist and tooth when you're in the rear and you're in the butt at the left cheek is.
Where is it? Just tell me.
It's in the, there's a basket in that closet thing.
Okay.
That white one.
I really don't even think that we need to discuss too much about the advantages. I feel like.
Everyone's saying fist it.
Yep.
So
Fist
let's
it.
just go ahead and fist it. It is their choice.
You,
So we're gonna.
you did not finish that sentence, and I feel like you owe your audience the whole sentence.
Everyone is telling us that we should be fisting it in the butt.
Please make that a quote. Please make that. Would that be your favorite number quote?
No, I think there already is a 69.
There's already 69.
So that is going to be quote number 70. Yes, everyone would like to fist it in the butt.
All right, so can you move Twitch's
Yes.
character into the butt?
Oh.
And TB, we need 2d10s to be rolled.
Okay.
And it's a 7+ to hit.
Come on, guys.
Everyone knows I have the loudest keyboard on the face of the planet, so I like to mute my microphone before I start
3
clicking away.
You
And a 9.
type like a monkey.
They got one hit.
Okay, so we're going to pull the hit location card.
Want to show this off in card cam?
Yep.
All right.
little
So
bit
they're
of
hitting the
stretch.
fleshy gut. So we need to roll D10. One more D10, TP?
Thank you, Bistro Math. One more D10 is coming your way. Not 11. 1. So we have to wait until the command is rolled. The command is set in chat. That way we know which one we're going
And they
off
need to roll
of.
6+, and they rolled a 1. That's a failure. So what's going to happen? The white lion swats back. Perform basic action
Now,
targeting the attacker.
I have a question. There was some chat in our Discord about trying to keep in mind who's rolling bad and keeping track of who gets people killed. Is that happening?
The chat was taking care of that. I don't know.
So,
I'm not,
for any bad rolls, they might remember.
yeah. All right. So, can you turn that white lion around?
I most certainly can. So, like you predicted,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Twitch failed. They hit, but they failed.
Just call me
Therefore,
Nostradamus.
I am now in the butt.
In the blind spot.
So they're doing
What?
a basic attack.
Did Anne just say, I am now in the butt?
Yes.
No.
I think we
So,
should quote that
basic
too.
attack. So we're going to need 2 d10s to be rolled, and the monster's going to hit on a 2+. So TP, if you could please have chat roll 2 d10s. That's going to be what's attacking little old you.
So,
The RX, it is, quote, space add.
there's a 9
All right. That's
That's
definitely
definitely a hit. And we need one more.
and a
D10.
7.
Those are 2 hits.
We need 2 hit location dice. to be
TP, we
rolled.
need 2 hit locations to be rolled, and that's going to be where the monster's hitting you.
So we're hoping for the waist because at least there's armor there.
And don't forget, they still have a survival, so they can dodge one of those 2 locations.
So if we get a... I don't
So
think we did.
that is a body and a head.
right.
So
I'm guessing that we should. Okay, so this seems fairly intuitive. Maybe we should dodge the head.
yes,
You
because
always
the
wanna
body location, you will just take a light wound, so you'll be okay. You'll live to fight another day.
What?
The head, you'll take a heavy wound, and you'll be knocked down.
Here's the thing. If they get knocked down now, they're not going to be a threat next turn. And they'll just stand up at the beginning of the next turn because it's after the monster goes.
So that's true. It
Being
doesn't-
knocked down isn't going to prevent you from doing anything, so it might be better to hold on to the survival
And take
use
both.
it later when something worse could happen.
It's not
Okay.
a bad idea.
So Nyobari's saying, please dodge the head. So I'm going to give chat a second to kind of input what they want us to do and just go with the majority vote here. So, and do you have any questions or comments while we wait for chat to? No,
I think what she's...
it's fairly
I
straightforward.
believe what Anne was going to say was nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo.
That's what she was going to say.
Words right out of my mouth.
So far they're saying keep
they
it.
are saying keep it. We're going to go ahead and keep it. I'm going to remove my waist armor.
No, please. I
Remove your
really
waist.
appreciate
You got hit
it.
in the body, so you're going to check the light
Oh,
box in the body.
the body,
and you're
not the
gonna check
waist,
the heavy
okay.
box in the head.
And you'll get knocked down. But you'll get up again. You're never going to keep Twitch down.
So, Anne,
Yes.
You're in the butt.
Hi. How are you? I am.
you are in right cheek. You could take a step over to left cheek if you wanted to.
I mean, I could. I have nothing else really to use the movement for. You can't split up movement, right?
No, you can't split up movement.
So I can either do my action and then move. Well, what if I want to get out of the way?
That might not be a bad choice either.
That might not be a bad choice.
But if you're in the butt area, then you are not in field of view, so you probably wouldn't be attacked next time around as well.
because most of the criteria for his his attack cards are
In field of view.
in field of view.
Correct, Mundo.
No, if he does have some where he goes and attacks you back for you wounding him, then you could try to run away from him afterwards if he turns around or something. So that's up to you.
Can you try that one more time in
If
English?
he has a reflex that makes him turn around to attack you,
Right.
you would be able to move afterwards if you're still standing.
So, but I'm gonna get attacked. What does the matter?
You would still get attacked.
You still
I'd
get
still
attacked.
get attacked.
Yeah,
But
so
then you could move so he doesn't attack you again afterwards.
Oh, because then I'd be in field of view at the
Yes,
end of my attack.
and right in front of him.
All right, so I'm gonna keep the movement, and I'm gonna attack him from here. I'm gonna attack him with my founding stone. I have a speed of 2, so I'm gonna take 2 of my arms. I'm gonna take 2 die. I'm going to roll my die.
You're going to hit on 6+.
I got a 7 and a 3, so I'm going to hit once because I have a 7, and go back to that because
You're hitting from the blind spot. You get +1 accuracy, so
Right.
your 7+ turns into a 6+.
okay.
And hit the trap card.
Dang.
Oh, she really did hit the trap
Damn it.
card. So the trap card, clever play, clever ploy, clever girl. So the attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. So the attacker is doomed.
Awesome.
Doom!
So what does doom mean, Matt?
Doomed means you cannot spend your survival, so you can't dodge.
Ever or just for this
Just
fight?
for right now. So perform a basic action targeting the attacker. So the White Lion's going to spin around in place again. And we're going to need 2 more d10s to be rolled, TP. So can you please have chat roll 2 d10s? So essentially, the White Lion's trap is he does a basic action against you. It
The-
interrupts your attack,
the
and
li-
you can't dodge anything.
The lion's going to hit on a...
2+,
That's stinky.
and you can't dodge. That's 5, and a 2.
That's
it's a 2+,
two hits.
so that's still a hit.
Stinky.
So you're going to roll
I
2
can't
location
dodge.
dice.
You,
Thank you, Ace.
so you rolled a body and a hand. So the nice thing
can
is you're
take
going to
them
take a
both.
light wound to both. The worst thing that could have happened there
Is that I got a head?
is if you got 2 heads.
And then my head
because
would
you would
explode?
have. Well,
On
no,
my
you
very
would
first
have.
turn?
Just calm it down. You would have taken a heavy hit to the head on the first hit, and then the second hit would have triggered a severe injury roll. And the head is the worst place to take a severe injury.
Because
If it on normal locations, I believe the foot is the only one that's a
No, they
1.
fixed that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the foot is 1 and 2 now. You die.
So on every location, it's a 1 and 2. You die. On the head, it's a 1 to 4.
so my head explodes and I die.
If you roll a 1 or a 2, your head explodes. That's what literally the text is. Otherwise, you just get decapitated.
Oh, just decapitated.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy.
Oh, just decapitated. No problem.
NBD.
Yeah.
That's just like a
Alright.
Band-Aid. You're good.
So now that I took my hits,
Take your hit.
if he reaches to take his turn while I'm in the middle of my turn, I'm gonna punch him.
Can you guys
That's the end of your
can you
turn.
just silently read what Transcendent just said?
Transcendent.
Silently.
Too much head causes it to explode sometimes.
Thank
It
you.
is not the end of my turn
Thank
Yes,
you
it
for
is.
silence.
because I haven't used my movement.
But you. Oh yeah. No, you're not knocked down.
Oh, that's
I want
true.
apologies, please.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You are correct.
Thank you very much.
You are 100% correct. Good
so
job.
now
Ann.
I want to get out of the field of view.
You can't.
And I can't.
Nope. You are in the field of view everywhere because the
Dag
2 blind spot
nabbit.
spaces are occupado.
Doesn't he have to come to me if I'm in the field of view and he has to attack me? Like
He sure
has to
does,
be
but he's got a
within
movement of
range?
6, and you only have a movement of 5.
Do I want to move 4 away to keep him away from you? Like
So-
you? I just want to be further away than the green. The green.
Yeah, if you're further away than the green person, he will attack me instead.
He will probably. It
He
might
probably
be random
attack.
survivor in field of view.
Is it
We're
3?
speculating.
There was a threat
He's
that
2
Anne made
movements.
if Josh attempted to alpha game her. Is that
So-
happening right now?
No.
And it wasn't a threat. He gave me instructions as to 2 options that I could have taken.
Okay.
So look.
Yeah.
1, 2. It's a range of. He's 2 away. So if you move over here,
The green character's 2 away?
yes,
Yes.
But
because
he's
the line
like
has to move 1,
diagonally?
2, and then he's adjacent to him and he can attack.
That makes sense. So I just have to move 3.
Correct.
Okay. Uno, dos, tres.
Okay.
1, 2, yeah.
Can we?
I'm way far away.
Wait.
The sound
Okay.
effects are my favorite.
So now that's the end of your turn. Sorry for jumping down your throat there, Ann.
That's the end of all our turns.
It's the end of all of our turns, which means now it's Mr. Big Fat Kitty's turn.
So Monster Controller moves to next player, which is going to be Twitch.
Indeedly doodly.
And
So
we-
let's see what the next AI card is. It's going to be Chomp. So Chomp, closest threat facing in range. But wait a minute here.
Facing.
What happened? No. Hold on a second here, Josh. What happened to the lion's jaw?
It got removed. We'll get there in a second. He still picks his target.
He picked his target. So the
Which is still
closest
gonna be
threat
Ann.
facing in range. So you're the only one facing.
I should have moved diagonally away.
Where I can't see.
Okay.
So, and you are the threat. He's going to target you. So then he's
Very
going
threatening.
to move and attack.
Yes.
But he's going to move. So he's going to get all up in your grill.
Yeah.
He's going to say hello. I'm going
Yeah.
to put his mouth right on top of your head there. And then what does it say on the bottom there? Because
He's
he's
gonna
got a persistent injury, no jaw. So, and what does it say there for the no jaw text?
The white lion vomits. So disgusting. The white lion vomits blood all over itself. Any adjacent survivors gain +1 insanity. I almost added a whole bunch of T's into that word. Insanity. Which is really, really good for me.
Yep. So the white line just threw up all over you.
Then that's the end of his turn.
And you got insane. That's the end of his turn.
Wasn't there one of the first games that either you two played or we played together where we just sat around and farmed it?
Yep.
That sounds right. Just let him throw up all over himself and gain insanity.
So
So
it
it's
is
our
now
turn.
our turn, which
Twitch
means
stands
that
up.
yes, I was getting there. Twitch stands up, and we can now run up and beat him up. So we've got a few options here, and you can run into the blind spot and attack him. TP, you can run into the blind spot and attack him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run into the
Matt, I can run into the blind spot and attack him. Josh, you're too far away. You're dumb.
Okay. I would like to run into the blind spot and attack him and take some sort of revenge for
Oh, actually, Josh could reach the blind
retribution
spot.
for hitting the blind spot.
So left cheek or right cheek? Can you reach both? You can only reach the left cheek.
So
You're gonna
left
reach
cheek.
left cheek. Note again, if Matt and Twitch attack, he might turn around and you might be able to stab him in the butt without moving. Just making that point, but you can do what you want to do.
The choice is yours and
Choice
yours
is yours.
alone.
I really appreciate that you've gone out of your way this episode to really let me know that the choice is mine.
It is.
I appreciate
that.
that.
Mantis just
May all your deaths be quickened with minimal pain.
Thank you, Bientos. That's adorable.
I'm going to be impatient.
You're going to
taking
be impatient?
And I'm going to take the left cheek.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Attack it. I like it. You're going to be aggressive. B-E. Aggressive. B.
B-E.
Aggressive. B.
May I
So
please
are you
have-
attacking with your founding stone or your fist and your tooth?
With my bounding stone.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2d10s and you're going to hit on a 6+ because you're in the blind spot, so you get a +1 modifier.
So I got a 10 and a 6, so it's 2 hits.
So a 10 is also known as a perfect hit. That doesn't mean anything right now, but keep that in mind.
So you got 2 cards, and you can choose which order you want to attack them in.
Okay, and in this case, I'm going to rely on your guys' knowledge of the cards
You
to make
probably
it best.
this
want
one
to
first?
attack the one without a reaction on it first because it's less of a chance that it's going to mess up your attack.
There's a failure reaction. Okay, you want to put these both in the cards and just quickly explain just a little bit of strategy of how you would look at having 2 hits and decide
So
which
the
one to go
Beast
first.
Temple has a failure action on it. Thank you, Aether Burn. So this has a failure reaction. So if you fail this, the monster's going to turn around and attack you, and if he does damage to you, he has the possibility of knocking you down, which would end your attack immediately. This one has no reaction on it, so you have a better chance of wounding him twice in this circumstance.
I hit the white lion's sturdy kneecap.
So would you like to hit the White Lion sturdy kneecaps
Yes.
first?
And now I have a speed of 2. So I've already done that. I have 2 hits. I have to roll 1d10 to determine whether or not I'm going to hit. I'm in the blind spot.
Wound.
I'm in the blind spot.
That
doesn't
doesn't help
affect
anything
this.
with your strength. So you have you have 1 strength on your weapon plus that die. You need to beat a 6. So you need
So
a 5 or higher.
5+. That's a
That's a
3.
three.
That's a failure. So nothing
there's no
happens.
reaction.
It's a good thing that you didn't use it on the other one.
You just hit a sturdy kneecap.
So now you're attacking the Beast Temple. So let's see what you roll here.
Roll better.
A 1. That is the exact opposite of better.
Andy
So
Looney would be very disappointed in you.
He would be.
He would be.
that is a 1. So it's going to be a failure. So the monster's going to turn around. And TP, we're going to need chat to roll 2d10s, and that's going to attack Anne for the basic action. And again, that's going to hit on a 2+.
2+.
Boop. So Anne, you're getting hurt here. So that's a 6. That's 1 hit. And a 3, that's another hit. So, Anne, you have to roll 2 hit location die.
You
and
cannot
you're gonna-
dodge these because you are in the middle of your attack, and you cannot use dodge while you're attacking.
I'm also still doomed, aren't I?
Nope.
No, you're no longer doomed.
Doomed
That was
ends
just
as
for
soon
that.
as the trap goes away. So you have 1 for the head and 1 for the body. So you're going to take 1 damage to your head and 1 for the body. That's going to check the heavy boxes for both since you already had a body damage. So they would both knock you down. So it's actually good that you're getting them both out of the way now. So you get knocked down. Eventually you'll get up again, but you don't have to take a severe injury. So that's good. Most importantly, you're getting rid of all of those pesky not trap cards in the hit location deck so we can get that trap card even faster.
I'm looking out for you guys.
I really do
I
appreciate
really
it.
hope you get a trap card.
So Josh, TP, or myself can go now. Does anyone have a preference for who wants to go next?
One of you guys can go next.
Do I have the ability to hit him in the butt?
You do not.
you
Oh,
can hit
that's
him in the side.
unfortunate. Would it be the left side?
It would be the right side.
The right side.
Why are you just breaking my heart today? So I think Twitch should go next. And let us know what we
All right,
would.
do you guys want to punch it, or you want to use your founding stone?
I think last time they said punch it. So I'm going to err on the side of that's what they want to do, but I'm also going to give them a chance to shout out and chat what they want to do if that's not right.
Just since it's not in the butt, it's going to be harder to hit. It's going to be 8+.
Yeah.
I got a question, Matt.
Yes.
I noticed Josh was being really, really nice today.
Yes.
Do you think that's because it's Josh and Nicole's anniversary and he's trying to be a nice person today?
No.
I think that everybody should wish Josh and Nicole a very happy anniversary.
Oh.
And I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry like you at the panel at Gen Con.
Punch, stone, stone, stone. Or 50-50.
Stone, stone.
That's
They're
actually,
going for
he's
stone.
not even reading chat. He's talking about their festivities for when we leave
Yeah.
this evening.
Thank you.
About that. Everyone's saying stone, so let's stone it.
Wait, not
Okay.
in the butt?
No, they're not in the butt. He's going to punch her in the side. That's what they're doing later.
They want to know what the secret code is for the
We
Lightning and
haven't-
Lace
I haven't
contest.
said it yet. We'll say it.
We'll say it.
We'll get there eventually.
Yay!
Stay tuned soon, though.
Happy anniversary. Get it? Get it?
There you go. Quote 67 is perfect for the. Oh, look at that.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
This is
Wow.
really cute.
Wow. Okay, so stone. All right, we're gonna stone it.
All right, so 2d10s.
Happy birthday!
2d10s. Ooh, that's not it.
Okay.
I mean, that's also accurate, but that's not what I meant to send.
So 2 D10s. That's a 6. So that is a miss, and a 1. That
Aw.
is a miss.
Yeah, so neither of those hit. That's the end of your guys' turn. Matt, you want to...
Yes, I will go next. So I'm going to run up, and I'm going to hit it in the face. Big
Okay.
disgrace, waving my hands all over the place. So I'm going to attack with my founding stone here.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 2 D10s, and I hit on a 7+, and I rolled a 1 and a 1.
2 1s. That's...
Impressive.
It's worse than I did. Yes.
All right, so I guess I'll go up and I'll hit it in the side, and I'm going to punch it in the side.
We determined that was your festivities for this evening as well, Josh. So you rolled a 3 and a 9. So that's one hit.
That's
and
one
you,
hit.
you said you're punching because you don't have a founding
I
stone.
don't have fun stone.
So what are you attacking? You're attacking the beast's femur. So this does not have a reaction, so you don't have to worry about that. And you're going to wound on a 6+, and you crit on a 9 or 10 because of the deadly.
It's a 7.
So it's not a crit, but it is a wound. So TP, please reduce the monster's life total by 1. Josh, take that top AI card and put it in the wound stack. And thank you so much for dealing a wound to the lion. So he's got 6 health left.
Round of applause.
He's got 6 health left. So we are 1/3 of the way through with the lion, pretty much.
That's the
And
end of all our turns.
that's the end of all of our turns. So it's now the monster's turn. We're grouped really tightly
Matt,
around
you
this
are
monster
now
here.
the monster controller, so you get the monster controller die.
I wonder who he's going to attack. So let's draw that top AI card. And I'm sure he's not going to vomit on me like he did with you.
Thankfully, I'm not a threat.
So I think it's time to go shopping. So let's go to the mall.
Can I leave now?
Eh?
Can I?
So it's actually going to attack the closest knockdown survivor in range. That's you, Ann.
Victim of grab, which there was no grab.
But the closest knockdown survivor in range. So TP, we're gonna need 2 D10s to be rolled. They're gonna hit
Why?
on. They're gonna hit Ann on a 2+. But guess what?
Right, as long as it's
not
not
gonna do
us.
1 damage.
Why does he have a crush on me?
It's not gonna do 1 damage per attack. It's gonna do 3.
All right, so we've got a 3 and a 1.
A 1. Okay, so one of them missed.
One of them missed.
But
So
guess
you-
what? Guess what? You can still dodge when you're knocked down, Ann.
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah, you
Sure
still
can.
Just roll around on the ground. You're good. So just roll your hit location die. You can see if you want to take it or not, but
I doubt
Oh,
that
I
you would.
can. I
you
can
still
roll
roll.
my hit location die first before I
Yes.
decide whether or not I want to use my survival point to dodge.
But no matter where you take it, you're going to get a severe injury that you're going to have to roll on the table because you have no more than 1 arm. Or actually, your waist would be.
her waist could take it.
So if you roll waist, you actually might want to take it
Because then I wouldn't waste my. Well, I mean, it's not
because you wouldn't roll a severe injury.
hand.
So you rolled your hand. So,
So I'm going to use my survival
to dodge it.
to dodge it.
So how do you dodge it, Ann? Show us your moves.
Oh man, I really wish it wasn't all tied up. Ready? So I'm on the ground,
Yeah.
right? And so you go.
Spin around in a circle.
Okay, that doesn't seem very
It's like
effective.
stop, drop, and roll.
The line just got really confused as it was hitting her.
So I would like to point out here that if this attack would have hit, they would have gotten bash, which she would have gotten knocked down, which would have happened regardless.
Yeah.
And then also she would have taken a bleed token here. So bleed token is an additional little component of this game. When you get 5 bleeding tokens on your character, you die.
Nicole, could you just put a bleed token up on the screen so that people who are new to chat know where they can find the bleed tokens when they're looking at their stats?
If you rolled a waste,
Bam.
you wouldn't waste.
So that
the
is a bleed
survival.
token. It's all backwards. Over there.
All right. So mall. That's the end of mall. We went to the mall. We had a good time.
If you roll a waste, you wouldn't waste the
I
survival.
read that already. So and it's our turn again. So we're all gonna stand back up. By all, I mean Ann.
Can I hit it in the butt now?
You can certainly try.
Never gonna keep me down.
Unless TP wants to go first. You might have to fight her for it.
Fight, fight, fight.
I always heard that you saved the best for last. So I'm going to let Josh take this one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, Josh went last round, so I don't think that's true.
As long as I'm the last one to ever go, I'm still the best, right?
That means you're either dying or you're going to get the killing blow. So that means you've been in it the longest. So yeah, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so
So yeah, since she dodged it and she didn't take any hits, the card says after damage.
yeah.
So if you don't take any damage because you dodge it, you don't take that effect.
There you go.
So you have to take at least 1 damage. And that could be to armor or checkbox or severe injury, any type of damage. And you need to take it. So Matt, can you move my character into the left cheek?
Into the left cheek. So I'm going to put your fist all up in there. I can't actually. So you rolled a 10 and a 6. So you attacked with your fist and tooth, which is a 7 plus.
8 plus.
8 plus.
So it's one hit.
One hit.
One perfect hit.
Wait, is it an 8 plus?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You're in the blind spot.
It's a 7 plus in the blind spot.
Yeah, so I said it was a 7 plus.
Oh,
You're in the
thought
blind spot.
Yeah, I thought you meant.
Why are you
overall.
arguing with me? You're wrong. Anyways, so you're attacking the beast's heel, so there is no reaction at this location. So please go ahead and roll a d10. And you rolled a 4, so that's a failure. Nothing happens. TP, would you be so kind as to hit the monster in his buttocks?
I would love to hit the monster in his buttocks.
I know you wanted to wait for last, but his cheek's open and no one else can get to it but you. So I figured, why waste the opportunity?
I mean,
Was that a short joke?
No?
No.
It should have been.
You guys did not miss the giveaway code
You
yet.
did not miss the giveaway code yet. Yeah, we can hit it in the butt. They've been going with fisting
punch
it
in the butt.
for the butt. So let's
Yeah.
punch it in the butt. Let's go ahead.
That
2d10s.
needs to be a quote. They've been going for fisting it in the butt.
So I think that's what they're doing. The code is Matt is awesome.
Rolled a 5 and a 1.
Wow. That's 2 failures. So I guess I'm going to have to carry us here. Unless,
Matt-
do you want to go in or do you want to?
No, go ahead. You go first.
Are you hitting him straight in the face?
Yeah, I'm going to hit him straight in the face.
Do you have to? Could you move?
Actually, you know what?
You
No,
can hit him on the side.
I'm going to move so that if he does have a reaction and turn towards me, then it would leave his buttocks exposed for you, Anne.
Oh, thanks so much.
I try to share the butt.
really appreciate it.
I really, every time I see the minis, I can't get over how well they're painted.
So I rolled an 8 and a 5, and I forgot to say what I was attacking with. I'm attacking with my founding stone.
Okay.
So Anne, why don't you remind us who did these beautiful minis?
Fantasia would love to tell you who painted our gorgeous minis, and that would be our collaborator?
Yeah.
Collaborator?
Fen. Fen has done all of the minis for the KDM stream. He is an incredibly talented mini painter. Panda has just linked to his Patreon as well as his Twitch channel as well as his email address because he does accept commissions. So I know you guys are getting your 1.5 expansion kits in, or you may be getting for first time your KDM games in, and that is the guy to contact to get a really beautiful game.
All right, so I attacked the monster. I got 1 hit. I drew the beast's brow, and I rolled a 2 on my wounded attempt. So I don't trigger the reaction, but I don't wound the monster. So, Anne, it's up to you. You could be the only one that wounds it this turn.
I really just don't want to die. Can we do that?
Well, if you kill him faster, there's less of a chance that you'll die.
Roll better, Anne.
Roll.
So do you want to
So-
attack him in the face,
Do you wanna hit him
or
in the
do you want to hit him on the side?
I would think that it'd probably be best to hit him on the side.
Okay. So
We'll go with that. So let's
anywhere in particular?
move you here. We could keep the symmetry going.
Okay.
Is that good with you?
It's great for me.
All right, so you're going to roll 2d10. What are you attacking with? Your fist and tooth or your founding stone?
I'm attacking. Okay, so what is the advantage of hitting with fist and tooth? Like, should I change this up? I'm not.
Fist and tooth, you'll have a higher chance of critting, but less of a chance of wounding.
No,
So-
I think
a
I'm
less
gonna
of chance
stick-
of also hitting.
Yeah.
Because the accuracy is a little bit worse.
I'm gonna hit with the founding stone.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll my 2d10s.
So you rolled a 3 and a 2. That's 2 misses.
And
And that's
we're
the end of your turn. So now it's the
Okay.
monster's turn, and you're the monster controller. And let's get that AI card, Josh. So what are we having here? And I'm going to have to ask you to mimic this for us, okay?
I really am nervous.
It's the terrifying roar. No, wait. TP, you're a tiger. Put on the hoodie. Terrifying roar.
I love how she snaps too. She's so good.
Oh, she's good at snapping.
Got this.
That wasn't really terrifying.
Meow. Meow.
Okay, that's fine. So thank you so much, TP. And this is going to attack. This is actually targeting all non-deaf survivors. So intimidate all targets. Roll a d10 for each target. So TP, 4 d10s, please. And thank you, Ars Duncan. So TP, 4 d10s, and we're going to go in order as you see on the screen, going left to right. So the first one's going to be for Twitch, second one's for me, third one's for Ann, fourth one is for Josh. So if the result is 2+ and is higher than the target's courage, target suffers a brain damage per monster level and knockback 6.
I think courage is maybe something we haven't spoken too much about.
So courage is just one of your stats here. You have courage and understanding. I gained a courage earlier, but it's not going to really have a modifier until we reach the 3rd checkbox. So that's the 3rd courage that you receive. And then there's some things that get modified by it, such as this here.
So we've got a 7, a 1, a 9, and another 7.
All right, so on a 2+, that means that everyone but me is going to take a brain damage. So everyone, please reduce your insanity by 1, and if you don't have an insanity, check your brain box.
So, TP, you need to check your brain box.
Wah, wah.
And then you all are going to suffer knockback 6. So you're going to move 6 directly away from the monster. Josh, you and TP are actually right up against the board edge, so you can't go beyond that.
Yes. If we started on the board edge, we'd actually go down the board edge. But
Correct.
Since we did not, we only go back one space.
And then, Anne, you're moving.
So far away.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way there. You're actually hanging out with the bit cup. And then I'm staying where I'm at. And then the monster's going to perform a basic action targeting the furthest survivor in range.
Oh, hey, Ann.
I don't. Why though?
So the monster's going to go ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
So can we talk about the priority token? I feel like this is a great way. This is a great moment to talk about what maybe the priority token is in this game.
We haven't had anything that modified it yet.
I feel like I have the priority token.
You don't. So there is a token that you can receive at times called the priority token, which is basically meaning the monster's going to ignore the rules of whatever it says on the top of his card, and it's going to go after you always.
For the targeting.
Yeah. So TP, 2d10s, please. And this is going to attack Anne, and it's going to be on a 2+ again.
But on the bright side, they love you, so there's
Like-
that.
Love you too.
Look,
that's a
a 1, so that's a
That's a
miss.
Thank you.
And a 4, so
That's
that's a
one
hit.
hit.
So Anne, please roll 1 of your hit location die.
Okay, not the body and not the head.
That's the waist. And you have a waist armor, so you're just going to lose your waist armor.
I lost all my clothes, guys. I feel a little exposed.
That's against terms of service. Actually, you didn't lose them. They just got shredded a little bit, so they're still on you. You don't lose the gear.
Okay.
All right. So,
It is now our turn again.
who can reach the monster?
I cannot. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away. TP is 1, 2,
TP
3,
going to the
4,
cup?
5, 6 spaces away. Josh, you are 7 spaces away. So Anne, you were the only person that could hit the monster.
And you could put it in the butt.
You could hit it in the butt if you want. So do you want to hit it in the left cheek?
Yes, Panda and I were definitely not playing. Okay.
All right.
No, we got this.
Okay. So in the left cheek there. What are you attacking with?
My founding stone.
Okay, so you're going to hit on a 6+ because you get +1 accuracy in the buttocks.
Okay.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Big bucks, no whammies.
That is a 9 and an 8. That's 2 hits.
Okay.
Trap card?
Don't.
Trap card? No
Shut.
trap card. So she gets to choose which one she's attacking first, Joshua.
You want to show them off in the card? So I'm going to go back to the strategy that you were talking about earlier, where I have 2 cards to choose from right now. One of them does have a failure reaction, and
Which this one's actually pretty interesting. So it's full move the monster forward in a straight line. So
he'd
he's going to
just
run
run
away
into the
from
board,
you.
wouldn't
He
he?
would run into the board edge, but he's going to run out of range of your attack, so you wouldn't be able to hit him with your second attack if you failed that.
Yeah, okay.
So the first one
But at
doesn't
least-
have any failure reaction, but this one has an interesting crit reaction where if you roll a crit and then roll a 10 on the second roll, you actually kill the monster instantly.
there was a good point that was brought up. I was monster controller when
Oh.
I attacked myself, so then I get my insanity back, right?
You sure do.
So I'm going back from 0 to a 1. Thank you so much for pointing that out.
So Ice Chamber just says, I just bought some of those gear grids and that they can't wait to get them. That's awesome. We're so excited and we know that you're going to love them.
Yeah, we love them a lot.
Anime Angel says, quick update for a poor late viewer.
So we are fighting the Prologue White Lion. We're about halfway through his life, and he seems to have an obsession with beating up Anne.
It's not very nice. I don't like it at all.
I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
not
you
me.
do.
That's fine. So, Anne, I'm assuming you're attacking the straining neck first.
Yes. So, hey!
Hello, Zenith. So, for all of you that don't know, Zenith GP here in chat is Zach from the Kingdom Death crew.
One of.
One of the Zachs. I don't know if we are
think
we
there's like
allowed
4
to
of
say his
them.
full name or.
Zach Barrett?
Okay.
It's his full name. Like, it's in the rule book and everything.
I just
and-
wasn't sure if we
Yes,
were
yes.
okay. So Zach Barish from the Kingdom Death crew, he is awesome. He's done a lot of work for us, but most importantly, he is the Hung Beetle Knight, ladies and gentlemen,
The HBK.
the HBK.
Earlier, somebody had purchased the set of 6 art cards, and I couldn't remember. I was counting. I was like, I know what 5 is. I couldn't remember what the 6th one was. And then I just remembered that we had done an art card for Zach. in the style of HBK. So if you have not seen that art card,
Hey, what happened
quite a
to the other Zach's?
yeah, that's what I
art?
thought the art was that you were talking about that was signed. I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't
Mothman is
heard
still
anything from
working on
Mothman about
it?
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So Anne, you're attacking the straining neck.
Yes, so I have just attacked the lion. I have 2 hit locations. I've decided to attack the straining neck first because this is for Anime Angel.
There's no reaction card on that.
Just oh, it's there.
Yeah, it's over here.
Okay.
So this one does have a reaction, the beast back. So she's trying to ignore that to make sure that she at least tries to get 2 of the hits in.
Okay. So I'm going to hit on a.
5+.
I always mess this up.
Just roll 1 die though. Crit on a 10.
5 plus.
It's a
I got a
6.
6. So that means you're going to wound the monster. So TP, please reduce the monster's life total by 1. Josh,
Brown
take the
chicken,
top
brown
card from the
cow.
AI deck and throw it in the wound stack, and then this card goes away.
I would like you to throw it like you threw your founding stone.
So then, Anne, you're attacking the beast back. And do you know what there's actually another. There's the beast with 2 backs, but that's
Stop
a different
talking.
story.
Stop making your mouth make the noises.
All right, so Anne, you're attacking the beast back. Again, you need a 5+ to win the monster.
Explain to me one more time the math of how we're getting to a 5.
The monster has a toughness of 6.
Yes.
Your founding stone has a strength of 1.
1, so that's 5.
5 plus 6. 5 plus 1 is 6.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. Cool.
You
So
roll a
1.
1. So that is a failure. So the monster is going to run forward and into the board edge, making it even harder for the rest of us to get him.
You're welcome, guys. I'm a team player.
So,
This is not my
Anne,
game.
you already moved. So you're kind of screwed here.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I'm just.
I know.
I'm just
so
there.
If you hadn't have moved, what you could have done is you could have moved backwards and gotten out of the range of the monster possibly, and then when he went to attack
No.
you, he wouldn't have damaged
No.
you. But as it is right now, he's going to attack you.
And I would like to point out that the last time that the monster attacked, I was all the way on the other side of the board by myself, and yet he found a way to come and get me.
All right. So that's the end of your turn, and none of us can do anything else. Do you guys want to just move closer so we can be ready for next time around?
Close enough.
Yeah. I wanted to hit Anne.
Yeah.
Can we not? Can we not?
I mean, I can't get any closer. So look what I gotta do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Anne, I'm right there for emotional support to cheer you on.
Are we going to do a trust fall?
No, you're gonna die. So, TP, would you like to move closer as well?
I would love to move closer.
All right. So we're gonna have you go 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Do it.
5.
Thank you.
And then Josh, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Wait, where were you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that okay with you, Josh?
That's good.
All right. So it is now the monster's turn. Josh, you are the monster controller. So let's draw the next AI card.
We ran out of cards to draw, so we're going to take the discarded cards that we had before. So we've seen all its attacks now.
All the attacks that it has left.
So we had Terrifying Roar, Maul, Chomp, and Claw.
Right.
One of them, he's going to vomit on everyone. The other one's really, really mean. Terrifying Roar, he's just going to scream at us. And then Claw was his standard
Can we get a
attack.
terrifying
And one of them is his
roar
blooded
again?
vomit too.
Yeah, one's blood vomit. So
Ooh.
maybe he'll vomit blood on you again.
I'd be okay.
Like
with
if we play this right, we might be able to just have
Excuse
him
me.
vomit blood on us continuously.
I would like to point out the fact that the card says that he vomits blood all over himself. It doesn't say that he vomits blood all over you.
adjacent survivors as well.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is it,
It's like a fountain.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you not seen Monty Python? I picture it much like the Black Knight.
He's going to roar.
All right, so he's gonna.
back here.
You know what this lion's name actually is?
No.
Katy Perry, because you're gonna hear him roar. So terrifying roar.
Can you please go get a job on the Disney? What's the boat?
Oh, the Jungle Queen.
You belong there.
Not the Jungle Queen. The
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
Jungle Cruise. Jungle
Yes.
Cruise.
Jungle Queen is the boat down here.
Yeah, it is. I've actually riffed with the people on the jungle. I went on a cruise one time. It was just me and that. I'm not gonna, okay. Anyways, pick a target. All non-death survivors. So that's all of us. So he's gonna roar. So TP one more time. 4 d10s, please. And again, we're gonna have the order be Twitch Proxy, Matt, Ann, and then Josh. So this has to be 2+ and then higher than your courage, which in our case is gonna be just a 2+.
So I thought you were gonna ask me to roar again, and then you didn't, and I was a little relieved. And then I think I got a request in chat from Ice Chamber to roar. So I'm gonna do that. Give me one second.
Are you gonna hear?
I'm gonna be Katy Perry.
Are you gonna be louder than a lion?
Because I'm gonna roar.
Because you are a champion, and I'm going to hear you roar. So I see. I believe
They were all.
they were all above a 2. So all of us are going to get this action. So we're all going to take a brain damage. So everyone, please take a brain damage.
I
So what-
thankfully got my insanity back.
What happens if I already have my brain box checked?
You have to roll severe brain injury.
I don't want to
Brain
do
trauma.
that.
Brain trauma. So I have the book here. So TP, please have chat roll a d10. You're going to get a severe brain trauma.
Do you want to show some of the book? Not all of the book?
No, we do not want to show all of the
That
book.
part of the book?
No, I don't. I want it to be a secret,
Okay.
a surprise.
Okay.
So TP.
Okay, we're gonna roll 1d10, and I'm not anxious to see what this is, but we're gonna do it anyway. And it's gonna be the next one, which is Hulone. It's a 4.
A 4. Flee. You are knocked down and suffer knockback equal to your
Isn't
movement
it
towards.
technically Exelon because Huon rolled right before you asked?
I see it after I asked.
Okay.
Let me see what's
I see
in.
Exelon after you asked, and then the result
Yeah.
for Huon came up.
Okay, if that's what it's showing on the video overlay, I'm gonna go with the video
So
overlay.
it's a 5.
So it's a 5.
So it's a
from
5.
Exelon.
Danger seizure. You thrash about wildly. There you go. Dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor.
So me and Matt are going to take a damage.
And then
took a
gain
damage to
a
the head.
random disorder and 1d5 insanity. So first TP, have chat roll a d5. You're going to gain that much insanity. Then you have to have chat roll pick a random disorder. So how do you do that, Josh?
Exclamation point disorder.
So exclamation point disorder
Oh.
is
Hang
We
on.
both got head.
really?
Yeah.
I mean, usually that's a good thing, but
TP, you were getting 2 insanity?
Give me 1 second.
so that's 2 insanity's good. That's a little bit of brain armor for them.
Yay, Anne!
What happened with Anne?
Thanks, guys.
So you're saying that I get 2 insanity?
Yes,
Yes.
you're going to get 2 insanity, and you have pulled the disorder traumatized. Whenever
she
you
hasn't asked for it yet, so.
That's fine.
So we're using traumatized?
Yeah.
So traumatized, whenever you end your act adjacent to the monster, you're knocked down. So if you use your movement to move next to the monster and then you attack and you finish your turn, you get knocked down.
So pretty much you're like the scared goats.
Can you put that on their character sheet?
Excuse me,
Matt?
the scared goats?
Like you know the goats when you scare them, they freeze and fall over?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How do you live on the internet and you've never seen these videos?
So, Anne, I'm going to have to ask you to do me a favor.
yeah.
I marked the wrong sheet there, but I'm going to need you to put that disorder on Twist's character sheet here. Because I have the
Your
handwriting
handwriting
of
is atrocious.
an atrocious, yeah.
Traumatized?
Traumatized. And then a little brief description, if you will.
So Matt, me and you both get knocked down because we both took severe head injuries.
And we're both going to get knockback 6.
Everyone's
so
getting
1,
knockback
2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're knocked down. TP gets knocked back 6, but she's standing. And Anne, you get knocked back 6, but you're standing. Yes, you do.
Matt, does the top of that card say they turns to face the survivors?
No, it does not.
Oh, he just stands there. And then what does he do afterwards?
Perform a basic action targeting the furthest survivor in range. Which, guess who the furthest survivor in range is?
Is she in range?
No one's in range.
It's very hard for me to update our stat sheet because Josh is called the brain, the bane, and the waist, the weights.
Wow.
And so it's very difficult for me to try to figure out what I'm updating.
So the monster is actually not going to attack anyone.
So he stays where he is.
So he stays exactly where he is, which unfortunately for us means that none of us are going to be able to reach him.
So I'm going to zoom out on this camera a little bit.
So it is the end of the monster's turn, and it is now our turn.
Yep.
So myself and Josh don't stand up. We have to wait another round. So, Anne, it is you and Twitch that are going to have to do something, but guess what?
All we can do is run up 5 spaces.
Yeah, you can't get close enough to him. So the question comes into play here. Do you want to stay where you are and lure him towards you?
Yes.
So that way, when possibly he does target you, he runs towards you, but he can't reach you, and he just,
I'm sorry, what?
like, the cats that go...
What's wrong? Can you do one more time?
Very good. So, what do you think, Anne?
I think that I'm going to stay where I am.
TP?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to run up to the line and not get close enough?
And still not get close enough?
And then he could possibly turn around and
Beat you
jump
up.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
Do you
cool.
want
I
to stand
think we're
next
cool.
to Anne so you go can kind of stand
Can
there?
I stand behind her
Solidarity.
and hide in
You
case?
kind of are.
Okay, then I'm cool.
Stand behind your Anne.
Anime Angel says, "Come here, kitty."
Come here, kitty.
So Twitch is Monster Chiller.
So what's the next AI card, Jay Bear?
Ooh, he's going to try to chomp.
Chomp.
So you guys could have run up there and got some insanity.
Yeah, that would have been good. So closest threat facing in range, no one. Then the closest threat in field of view,
Which is Anne.
So he's going to target you, Anne. So he's going to turn around and he's going to move and attack. So he's going to move all the way up to here. So he's one space away from you. But then when he goes to attack, he vomits blood all over himself. Any adjacent survivors gain +1 insanity.
But you said it was like a fountain, so maybe I got a drizzle. Can I get like half an insanity point?
No, you're stupid. I'm kidding.
All right, so now it's our turn again.
So it is our turn
And we
again.
all stand up.
We get back up again. So, Anne, you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from the butt, so you can't hit it in the butt.
That's right.
You can go and hit it in the side. TP, you can run and hit it in the side. Josh, you can run and hit it in the side. And Matt, you can run and hit it in the side or in the face. Does anyone want to do any of those options?
I love
Dan,
that
you
you
wanna go
talk
first?
to yourself like third person.
He's got 2 insanity.
I'm not crazy yet.
Jazzy Josh has a question. Doesn't he not attack because nothing is in range though?
It says closest threat in field of view. It does not say in range, so he would try to attack someone. If it's a closest, so the beginning of the card, the first one.
Yeah, at the beginning of the card there, it says closest threat in range. No one in range, you'd skip to the next one. It says closest threat in field of view. So he's still going to attempt to move and attack. However, if he can't, then, so say that card wasn't there, that line wasn't there, the next would be no target, sniff. And sniff is his basic action where he makes everyone a threat the next time around.
But yeah, he would, since he has nothing, he just has no jaw, and that's what happens.
Correct, Mundo.
But no one's adjacent, so it really doesn't matter too much.
All right, so it's our turn. Who wants to attack him first? Don't all say something at once, please.
And you want to go? You are the closest to him.
And Josh, I always thought you were Jazzy Josh.
Yeah.
You are the unicorn, Josh.
But you're the tank, so I feel like you should go first. Also, I really, really hope it's a trap card.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Less chance for it to be a trap. I'll run to its side and hit him. And I'm gonna watch him like reaction run through you guys now.
That would be hilarious. Bowling pins.
So anyone who's just joining us, remember we do have some twist giveaways going on, including gear grids. We've got a copy of Millennium Blades. We've got an SNES. And we've also got a Kickstarter up. So if you guys want to check that out.
Josh rolled 2 lanterns, so that's 2 10s, by the way. 2 perfect hits. What were you attacking with? Oh, you can only attack with fist and two.
I'm gonna hit him in the groin.
Oh, he's so excited for that. Oh, that's the... Can you just give me both cards at least?
Yeah.
So Josh is attacking the fuzzy groin. You hit the monster right in the ding-dong.
And you did...
And I crit it. Yes.
This isn't a good thing.
You always crit the ground.
Gain 1 lion testes, white lion resource. So Josh punched the... Oh, no, it's fist and tooth. Josh bit the lion's balls off.
No, I put my hand in there and just grabbed them.
You bit it. You bit it. You bit it. So, gain 1 lion testes, white lion resource. Persistent injury, lost ding dong. So first I'm going to show off, there's the lion's balls. A hefty pair of nuts. So your attack destroys the white lion's healthy genitals. The monster is livid. The white lion gains a +1 damage token. So TP, please update the monster stats and give him +1 damage. This means that every attack that the lion makes is going to be 1 more damage than the next. Than the previous.
Did he just get 3 10s in a row? Yes, I did.
So then the attacker permanently gains the priority target token. The white lion will attack them until the attacker is dead or the white lion is dead. No exception. So Anne, he's not attacking you anymore.
I'm so excited about this.
And I did a damage to the lion, yes.
Yep. So, Josh, priority token. When a monster performs a pick target action, it picks you. When you are picked as a target, discard this token unless something specifies otherwise. E.g., fuzzy groin. So use the blue target token to remind yourself by placing it under your survivor.
So Matt, can you put that?
So it's going to go underneath you there. And Josh, you are the priority target. So it's always going to attack Mr. J Bear. So Josh, what's your second location? You're attacking the beast's tail. That's very appropriate. Lions ding-a-ling, lions ding-a-ling.
Can I do another crit?
To bite off the lions ding-a-ling. Seriously, Josh? Another 10?
4 lanterns in a row. You're welcome. He doesn't run over you.
I think he's got like a way to die.
I've used 2 different dice.
That's amazing. So Josh critted again. So the white lion's tail is destroyed, ruining its finely tuned balance. The white lion gains a -1 accuracy token. So TP, please reduce the white lion's accuracy by 1, so -1. So gain 1 lion tail white lion resource. So -1, what that means is, well, the monster's going to be now a 3+ generally every time that it hits us, instead of a 2+. So yay, thank you. Well, every time it hits Josh.
1 in 10,000. Seriously.
Yeah, that is actually okay. So white lion tail, it's surprisingly heavy.
So I'm thinking everything from the bottom.
The quote. Oh my God, the quote. Out of nowhere. That was awesome.
That was so random.
I can't even summon
Beaver?
a beaver.
You know, like,
You can summon a dolphin, though.
I mean, but I couldn't even summon a beaver. I don't even remember.
Do you want to summon a
What
beaver?
were we doing? I don't even remember.
Trying to summon a beaver, apparently. TP, can you please reduce the monster's life total by 1 from that second one? So the monster has 3 health left, Josh?
Yeah, monster has 3 health.
Wow.
We might finish this.
Finish him. Josh.
Did
Good
you
job.
just say Josh and look at me?
Yeah, you two
I
look
was like,
similar.
yeah.
So Anne or TP, would either of you prefer to go first? Or next, rather? I think this is the only way Josh gets any tail.
Happy anniversary.
Wait, TP, you're wearing a tail, right? So Josh is going to stretch out your headset a little bit to make it a little bit more comfortable for you.
My glasses?
Yeah. So what I do is I put the headset kind of over my glasses.
Yeah.
Or my glasses over my headset, one of the two. It makes it a little bit better. So Anne, TP, anyone
Yes.
want to go first? Anyone want to go next, rather?
Justin.
I mean, I kind of want to be the last person to go.
It's fine. You can go first.
All right, I'll go.
Okay. So you want to attack it in the face or the side? You can't attack it in the butt.
Aww, the side.
So basically, Josh put the lion's balls in his mouth and pulled his tail off while biting his balls.
Josh.
So TP, we're gonna need 2 d10s to be rolled, and are you hitting with fist and tooth or with your founding stone?
We did say it's a special occasion.
It's. Thanks, Anne. They seem to have wanted to go with the stone when we're not in the butt, because they like to fist the butt. So I think we're gonna go with the stone unless they advise otherwise, and I'm gonna ask chat to roll 2 d10s.
All right. So with the founding stone, you're gonna hit on a 7+ from the side.
That's much better. Thank
Josh did a reach around.
Trying to say something nice, and in the moment I'm saying something nice.
So that's a 1 and a 3. So that's 2 misses. Anne,
Hi.
would you like to go next?
Did you go yet?
You're in front of me.
But did you go yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, I'd like you to go.
Okay.
And are you purposefully delaying going so you can be the last person to win the line?
Because what's going to happen is
Oh, what
that I'm going to
happened
go and I'm
was-
going to die. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to stave off my demise.
So I am going to attack now with my fist and tooth.
Okay.
No, I'm going to attack with the founding stone. Founding stone, 7+. It's a 2 and a 1.
Doesn't matter what you attacked with. Those are both misses.
Did you roll the white die just because it's the white die of winning?
Yes. Anne, your turn.
Excuse me, it's the weighted white die.
It's not weighted very well.
You gonna go smack it in the face?
I am going
you need to move.
go smack it in the face. I'm going to use my founding stone with my 2 die.
So that's a 7+ that you need to roll.
Alright.
That's a 2 and a 10.
10.
So you got...
You got the job. No, you didn't get job card.
You're so messed up because I
you
really
see
thought
why
it
you
was.
see why I'm being
So,
I was a jerk.
Transcendent saying we are knocked down due to being traumatized.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
they
you
are
for
knocked
pointing that out.
Oh, that is
purple.
correct. So purple's knocked down because you ended your activation at the adjacent to the monster. So Anne, you're attacking the beast's chest, and you need to roll a 5+ to wound the monster.
down. If you fail, he's gonna grab you or run away.
Okay, blow good luck. Okay, blow good luck.
That's a 4. So failure. Full move the monster forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now out of range. Any survivor passed over suffers grab. So Josh, what's grab?
Grab is place the target knocked down in front of the monster. Attacker suffers 1 damage per monster level.
But the white line has a +1 damage token on it.
That
So-
doesn't it's just 1 damage. That's for hit profiles, not for.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
We do have a question in chat. Vladaria says, did we hit the first sub goal? I think I subbed around that time, just didn't see the pop-up. Yes, we did. So we definitely have 1 sub-only giveaway tonight. Thank you for being a sub. I see the little panda there on your sub badge. So you're definitely a sub, and we really appreciate it. In 10 more subscribers, we will have a second sub-only giveaway. And there are additional options now on Twitch where you can sub at higher tiers. Those higher tiers have higher chances of winning as well. So
they're saying that the strange hand, since we hacked it off, you can't do grab. That's actually a different hit location.
Yeah, there's a different hand that affects grab.
Yep.
Not the strange hand.
Not the strange hand. That's not his grabbing hand. That's his other hand.
That's his strong hand.
Thank you, Matt.
So, Anne, you're going to take a damage. So please roll a hit location die. You're kind
This
of
is
beat
what I've
up
been
there,
trying
buddy.
to stave off.
That's the body. You have your heavy body box checked.
Sure
You know what that
do.
means?
That means that we're going on the severe injury.
Severe
deal.
injury. What kind of subs? BLT,
BLTs.
tuna, actually Philly cheesesteak.
So you're gonna roll a d10 on the surrender table.
BLTA.
And BLTA.
BLTA.
I actually like Bleats, bacon, bacon, lettuce, egg, avocado, tomato.
That
Roll the
sounds
5.
delicious.
What's the 5 on the body table?
A 5 on the body severe injury table is...
He's missing his balls, someone's asking chat, his jaw, and his groin.
He's so classy when he explains these things.
So
He is
Vladaria
Mr. PC,
asked in
actually.
chat, I missed the last 20 minutes or so. I take it the line is missing his balls and hand now. And Josh's response is yes, he is missing his...
balls, tail, and hand.
Yes.
So, you have a destroyed back, Anne. You crack your own back. Sharp cracking noise.
No, you have to do it.
Suffer -2 permanent movement. So, you can now only move 3 spaces instead of 5.
So on the back of this card, there's 2 spots. I just need to check
one,
one
yeah.
because
Correct,
you
I'm
destroy
done.
your back twice and then you're dead.
No, you just can only get it twice.
You can only get
Oh.
it twice.
So, Anne, this injury is permanent and it can be recorded multiple times. You can no longer activate any gear that has 2+ strength. That doesn't take any effect now, but in the future, any gear that has 2 or more in the bottom number for the strength is going to be unusable by you because you are crippled. And then finally, you're going to gain a bleeding token. So, Josh, can you please hand her a bleeding token? So, again, if you get 5 bleeding tokens, you are going to die immediately. So, -2 movement, so you're at 3.
So your permanent movement is at 3.
Permanent, not temporary. Well, Fen will be the dedicated baby maker. And that is going to be the end of your turn there, Anne. And
Well, that was fun.
all of us went. It's now the monster's turn. So what 2 AI cards does he have left?
Chomp and Terrify and Roar.
So one of them is going to be the Insanity one, and the other one's going to be the Blood Vomit.
Yep.
That's not a terrible combo to have there. So who is the monster controller now?
You are, Matt.
I am what I am, and that's a sweet potato.
He's gonna come chomp me.
Woo! So Chomp. Chomp is going to attack the closest threat facing in range. There's no threat facing in range.
On priority target, though.
It's
So it doesn't
always
matter what
Chomp.
it
That
says.
is true. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to attack Josh. So he's going to go... and he vomits blood. So Josh, you're going to get +1 insanity.
So are you.
I'm going to get +1 insanity, and
So does
TP
Jack.
is going to get +1 insanity. So TP, please increase your insanity by uno. So you have 3 insanity now, right?
Yep.
I believe that means you are insane in the membrane.
That is accurate. We are officially insane, but you didn't need to know that. I've always been insane.
Oh yeah, we've known that. So that's the end of the lion's turn. It is now our turn, and you're staying knocked down.
Sounds good.
Or no, is she back up again? That was a reaction on her, so she's back up again.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone's back up. Matt, you
Everyone.
want to attack it in the butt?
I'm going to hit it in the butt. So I'm going to use Fist and Tooth now.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack. It's going to be a 7+ to hit.
All right.
So that's a 9 and an 8.
Two
So
hits.
2 hits. No trap card. No trap card. No trap card. I'm incapable
that's
of
the order you want.
determining. Okay. Yeah. So I'm attacking the beast's ribs first. So I'm going to roll d10, and again, I crit the monster on a 9 or 10, and I wound the monster on a 6+.
The chat's right. If we do 1 wound, we will just farm insanity forever.
I crit the monster.
You did crit the monster.
So, the force of the blow breaks the white lion's ribs, weakening it. The white lion gains a -1 toughness token. So, TP, please reduce the monster's life by 1 and toughness by 1. And what that means now is that the monster's toughness is only going to be a 5, which means that if you roll with your Founding Stone, you only need a 4+ instead of a 5+ to wound. Whew. And now I'm attacking the beast's tricep.
All right.
So again, now I'm going to wound on a 5+ instead of a 6+, and I still crit on a 9 or 10. That's a 9. That's a crit.
Ooh.
So the torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard 1 mood card currently in play. No mood cards. But the white lion's knocked down. So white lion's going to get knocked down.
But does he get back up again?
While a monster's knocked down, all reactions are canceled, and all hit rolls succeed on a 3+.
I can't reach it.
So that's the end of my turn.
I'm gonna punch it.
I think you should let Twitch do it.
You want Twitch? You want punch it?
We would love to punch it. Is
All right,
it in the
roll
butt?
2d10s.
It's
knocked down.
laying down, so everywhere is his butt.
Yes.
So I'm going to need you to roll 2d10s, and you automatically hit on a 3+.
You flip the line so
Yes,
everyone
I
can see the
certainly
knockdown
can.
line.
There we go. Not
So
just
we've got
the
a
base.
5 and an 8.
Two
Both
hits.
of those are above 3.
Woo woo.
So 2 hits, and we're going to attack. Which one first, Josh?
This one first.
So can you explain a little bit why you're choosing what card over another card?
Based on the so I'm looking at the critical hits. What's a better critical? Because right now reactions are canceled, so it doesn't really matter what reaction is because he's knocked down.
So can you show us both cards that got selected?
So this one has a failure reaction, which is from basic attack targeting the attacker.
Thank you, RemH.
And the second one has a wound reaction, which is the monster's very upset and the attacker gains priority target, which wouldn't happen anyways because Josh had cut the balls off. But since the monster's knocked down, both reactions are ignored. So this critical location is the monster's knocked down. Monster's already knocked down, and the next wound is going to kill the monster anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then this one, the fleshy gut, we actually get a resource out of it, as well as 3 insanity. So it's a way for you to farm a little bit more before killing the monster, possibly.
Okay.
So what did you attack with? Did you attack with your Founding Stone or your Fist and Tooth?
We would have fisted it.
Okay, so now I'm going to need you to roll a d10, and you crit on a 9 or 10, and you wound on a 5+. So 1 d10, please.
Okay. So we're going to roll a d10. And we got a 4.
A 4, that is a failure.
Womp womp.
But nothing happens because the reactions are canceled.
Okay.
So then you're attacking the beast's flank. Same thing here.
We're gonna
9
roll
and 10
again.
is a crit.
And it's a 9.
That's a crit. White lion's knocked down. Doesn't matter. He's already knocked down. But you do the last wound to the monster. So you have killed the Prologue
Wait, I thought we had
white
2
lion.
left.
Nope, you just weren't paying attention. So we have none left. The white lion is dead. And congratulations. So you can close out that contest, and that means that you,
Hang on.
Whoever the aftermath.
whoever voted
Yes.
for SpongeBob the Hit Eater,
SpongeBob the.
THE,
the hit eater.
With the dots there, like B-I-G.
Did you really go for Notorious B.I.G.?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
It was the only thing I could think of that, like,
So, Josh, I don't,
right. You're right on that page. What are you looking for?
it doesn't have a bookmark. It doesn't have a
That's-
bookmark. But it didn't have a bookmark. You said you were going to bookmark it. And
I
you didn't
bookmarked the
bookmark
White
it.
Lion section.
You
not-
didn't bookmark it. All right, so we are victorious. We are going to go into what happens now. So, survivors are victorious. Collect your rewards. By scavenging the monster's corpse, the survivors earn resources. This is in addition to any resources earned from critical wounds during the showdown. So, we got the lion's balls, its tail. Anything else?
That's it. That's all we collected.
So, we got its balls and its tail.
Yep.
And now we're going to get some more resources. So take out the White Lion's resource cards, shuffle them, and draw 4. So we're going to get 4 White Lion resources.
So I just want to point out that SpongeBob won the contest of who will get the final blow. And 16%, with 16% of all bets and 7% of the total pot. So that's kind of cool. So
All
whoever
right.
betted on that will be getting a lot of points they can use for the giveaway.
So what lion resources did we get? We got some sinew. We got its glorious shimmering mane, which totally looks like an 80s hairdo. And if you want, you can actually archive that and gain 2 hide resources from it. So that's a
stuff.
nice one. We've got the golden whiskers, which is an organ. These whiskers are tough. And then we've got the lion claw. And the lion claw is a razor-sharp, retractable claw. And you could use these to make different things. And I think we've got the stuff to make a bow. I'm really excited about that.
We have this, and that's need for a bow. And we're going to get 4 basic resources.
Indeed. So take out the basic resources, shuffle them, and select 4 randomly. So let's see what we got here. So the first off, we got some good old-fashioned monster hide.
Got a lot of
Next
hide.
up, we
That's
got
good.
some good old-fashioned monster hide. Next up, we got a skull. So someone's going to get +1 insanity.
Anyone need insanity?
Thank you so much, Kanazar. So someone's going to get +1 insanity, and you have 0.
Yeah, but Fantasia's going to be a breeder, so she doesn't really need insanity.
So
You probably aren't going to take her out again.
Hopeful will crave over this with everything else she collected.
And then we've got a monster organ here. So it's an organ and a consumable. This is always used to be consumable?
Yep.
I don't remember that, but so we have another organ there. So then, place all resources face up on the table. If players lost their survivor in the first story, they can now create new survivors in the settlement. But we didn't. We all lived.
Mm-hmm.
You barely lived, but you lived.
I did.
Perished survivors' gear and resources are not lost. They are returned to the settlement with the remaining survivors. So the living bring back the dead's gear, so you don't lose anything that's on the dead guy. And then turn the page to create your settlement.
We also get 1 hunt XP.
Eh?
Wait.
Oh, we all get 1 hunt XP. So by completing this fight, at the top of your character sheets there, you're going to gain hunt XP. And those bold boxes are going to be you earning some rewards for your survivors. New fighting arts, strength, evasion, stuff like that. So we're all going to check the first box and go on our merry way back to our settlement.
All right.
So we are making our settlement. Is there something that you bookmarked?
Our first settlement event.
Oh, first settlement event is the first day. So I'll show it off a little bit here. And that is... Anne, do you want to read this?
The first settlement event will help set up your settlement. It is the... I thought my mic was muted. It is the first event of any new campaign. The survivors wander, drawn to a blooming light in the distance. They find the serene comfort of a towering pile of lanterns and a small collection of scared people. On a deep, instinctual level, they know this area is safe, and they make it their home. Roll 1d10 to determine your starting population and record the result on the back of the settlement record sheet. Choose and record genders for unnamed survivors. You may name an unnamed survivor and create their survivor record sheet at any time during the settlement phase. So, TP, could you please have chat roll us 1d10?
Oh, of course. Yes, I can.
Actually, don't have one out right now. I forgot to print one.
So the first person to roll was Eberron, and PandaBot says Eberron got a 1. So we have, on a result of a 1 to 3, we have 6 unnamed survivors, plus our 4 returning survivors, which means we have 10 total population for the settlement.
All right.
Ooh,
So
that's
we have
hard mode.
6 more survivors.
We started
do
off on
have
hard
6
mode.
more
TP, can you
survivors.
give us some survivor names? And Anne, could you...
Absolutely.
I was just going to say, so I'm going to go to the SE store, the Stream Element store, to see if anyone else has redeemed survivor names.
TP, can you explain to our audience how they can go into the store to redeem points for their survivor
So
names?
I'm going to give Matt the opportunity to explain that simply because I'm bad at multitasking. Everyone knows that I have, what is it, resting concentration face?
I thought you were going to say something else.
You have that
Ugly
too.
concentration face is what it is. So
Different
I'm going to
word,
give
but-
Matt the opportunity to kind of explain how redeeming things to change the game works.
All right, so you guys are going to be earning points for every minute that you watch, whenever you donate bits and tips and all that good stuff to the stream when you're a subscriber as well. And, we give out free points every once in a while as a bonus, so stay tuned for those. But you can use those points to redeem stuff in the Stream Element store, such as, if you follow that link, you can redeem your points for naming a survivor. Someone was able to name the settlement. You can create your own fighting arts and disorders, which is subject to our approval, but they will be added to the list of things that you can add to the store. And look at that. Someone's adding something. I don't know what, but someone added something. And I think settlement events too, right, Josh? Yeah. So that was a yes from Josh. So you could do a lot of different things here. And we're really excited to bring this customization to you guys. And again, everything is kind of subject to our approval first to make sure that everything is balanced before we move forward.
If at any point you have a question about how many points you currently have, the command !points will allow you to see that. It'll bring it up in chat.
And I do just want to point out that we just opened the KDM giveaway for tonight. night. So you can go ahead and enter your tickets now. And Matt, if you can tell them how they do that.
I know how to do that.
What?
I know how to do that?
You don't know how to do that?
No. This is you.
Exclamation point tickets, space the amount of tickets, or clicking the link that comes up in chat. I believe if you do exclamation point giveaway, you can redeem your tickets. And Matt, how do you earn points?
I said that like 30 seconds ago.
Tongue
but-
Got it, okay.
wants to know how
Okay.
vulgar these submissions can be, and they're asking for a friend.
These submissions can be. We're gonna say halfway
PG-13?
between PG-13 and R.
Enough that we won't get in a lot of trouble by Twitch.
Yeah, language is okay, but let's not. There was this one really disturbing homebrew campaign that I saw online. So if it's anything in line with that,
Okay,
will
so we
definitely
have
not
a
be
viewer
featuring that.
called Tongue Punch My Fart Box.
That's what his name used to be.
I'd say that's probably the top level of.
Yeah.
There you go. So just balance everything out. Is it over this limit? Yes, it is. Okay, we can't do that. All right, so we do have some survivor names that are already.
Before you give me survivor names, Major Konings would like to know what the giveaway is for.
Ooh, so we do have a Kingdom Death related giveaway.
So we've got a signed white box. And Josh, what is the white box of?
Detective Twilight Knight.
The Detective Twilight Knight. We got that at Gen Con. We had none other than Mr. Adam Poots sign it, as well as, he was so kind as to put a little special message on all the boxes there.
So is that what we're giving away? Because we do have multiple things.
That's going to be the main giveaway
The
for this
main
evening.
giveaway.
For the subscriber giveaway, we have not named it yet, but it could be that. We've got some other art stuff as well that we're kind of being mum about, just because we like to have a little bit of a surprise there. But we'll announce it a little bit later in the stream, I think. And then then we also have the giveaway for the custom or the gear grids from
Can I-
Lightning and Lace, which is currently as the the
Sponsor?
Gleam giveaway.
The Gleam giveaway, yes.
Can I back you up right there for those viewers who don't know what a white speaker box is?
So it's one of the.
It's not actually a 1980s.
Yeah,
box?
it is.
Okay.
It is actually. So no, it's a little standalone mini with a gear card and an art card in a box, and you could add it to your game. It's got instructions on how to add that to your game, right, Josh?
It comes with a promo card that you can just add to your. This one
Okay.
does not come with instructions how to add it. It's just a promo card that you can use.
Okay. So it's a little promo card that you could add to your game, and another model for you to build and paint and put together and play with, as well as an art card, which looks pretty. What else am I missing here? So names.
Yep. So we're back. We are back to names. We need 6 names.
Okay, we're going to give you 6 names now. The first one, okay.
I like when she gets the confused voice.
I'm just confused because it's not in any specific order. Like it goes down, older, and then a couple minutes ago. And I was just very confused. Okay, so Daftaru named one.
Daphne. Hi.
What did they name it?
Daftaru. She named it Daftaru.
That's funny.
And she's Daftaru is going to be a female survivor.
Okay.
And then we've got.
I'm gonna feel really bad when we kill Daphne.
I don't want to kill Daphne. Please don't kill Daphne.
You didn't kill Jen, so you won't kill Daphne.
Wild Garlic has named a male. Garlic. You remember when we did food names?
Oh yeah, I forgot. In one season we did all food names, and one season we did all the political things.
That
That
same
was-
season. It was just different sections of that season.
And then we also had Pokemon in one season as well. My favorite was the political.
Me too.
My favorite was Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and coming back and there being a flower and crazy.
Donald Trump
Bernie
murdered
Sanders.
Bernie Sanders and sacrificed him, and then Donald Trump died, but then we had another Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump 2 came in, and that was out of the revived corpse of Hillary. And then finally the original Donald Trump rose from the ground as a flesh monolith and came back into the settlement and rejoined them all that
And
way.
then he died and became a wall.
And yeah, he died and actually became a wall as per the game.
Okay, so
He became the game. He became the wall that he wanted.
so we've got another one. We've got Splosion redeeming a male survivor named the Dungball Wizard. Would that be Zach?
He sure plays a mean dung ball. Dun, dun.
Thank you for the
Thank
sub.
you, Lord 22. So as a reminder, you can sub with Twitch Prime for completely free. You get that with the Amazon Prime membership. You do have to resub once a month if you do want to continue to use that. It doesn't renew automatically like the other subscriber options, but it does help us get closer to our sub-only giveaway, and we are only 7 subscribers away from a second sub-only giveaway tonight.
I want a sub sandwich.
I kind of want
hungry.
what did you call it?
That hype cup is really
Bleat.
celebration.
A bleat. Yeah, that's
bacon, leg, egg, avocado,
bacon
tomato.
leg egg.
Yeah, bacon, leg, egg. Leg of lamb.
All
It's
right.
made with leg of lamb.
About the politicians, yeah, we had a very strange game.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Selenoth.
you, Selenoth. All right, we're 6 subs away, and we really appreciate the help to make the stream better.
it.
We're gonna make the stream great again.
As if it never stopped being great. There we go.
All right, so the next one is going to be Maelstrom, redeeming a male named Soon to Be Dead.
Oh, I thought it would be a male named Strun.
That'd be fun.
Maelstrom, redeeming a male named Strun.
Okay, then we've got Beastramath, redeeming Dictionary Pants, which is also a male. I don't know what a Dictionary Pants is, but I am intrigued.
Is it Josh?
It might be Josh.
Josh, why are you leaning away from us so much?
Every time
I have no
think
room here.
I'm so okay with this. Boostermath, his Discord avatar was, I believe it's Flock of Seagulls. It's the hair. The guy. Never mind. It's very funny. Thanks. Good story, bro. Good story, bro. Tell it again.
So how many more survivors do we need? Or is that all of them?
TP, you need to put spaces in front of the 2 and the 3
Thank you.
of that message because those links will not work.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. So we're only 5 subscribers away, and we really appreciate all the
One
help.
more name?
Yeah, things get weird quick. So how many more names do we need? TP, we need a few more
No,
names.
no, we're done. Because we had a total of 10, which
Yeah.
includes the 4 returning survivors. Oh, actually, I need one more.
One more,
because my
TP.
Fantasia is in there.
Fantasia Barino.
Give me 1 second.
Uno más, por favor.
All right, we got one more name coming up. It's just gonna have to work. It's gonna have to do it. The last name is going to be courtesy of Beastramath again, and that is Crocodile Dunder.
Crocodile Dunder.
Crocodile Dunder.
You want to spell that one?
It's Crocodile Dunder.
Crocodile Dunder. It is.
It's Crocodile Dunder.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Super
much.
Jedi dude.
We really appreciate it. As Chris,
Crocodile
please.
Dunder.
Okay, Matt,
Sorry.
I'm gonna lower you a little bit. Crocodile Dunder is spelled Crocodurl. Crocodile. And then we've got Durndurl, which is Durndur. Crocodile Dunder.
Is it a male or a female?
It is a male.
We have a very male-heavy
Merle.
population.
I'm so happy that the RX increased the giggle snort counter because that was lovely.
I think that's Matt Giggle Snort.
Yes.
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 So we have all of our survivor names. So now we are going to return to the settlement section of the first story and proceed to returning survivors. So
TP, can you switch to
I
the
can.
other camera?
which other camera? Where? I can't see.
There, diagonally.
Sneaky move, sis. No, it's the Showdown White Lion. Where's the returning survivors,
There's
Josh?
2 bookmarks in there. The other one,
Really? Because it looks like there's only one.
you took out the
bookmark.
other one,
No,
then.
I didn't take it out. You never put it in right.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Josh and Nicole's anniversary and not Josh and Matt's anniversary.
So Josh is not going to help me at all here.
I
He's
walked
just
away for a second. It's Crocodile Thunder. Like, good for the night. It's like 7 males and 3 males. Yes, we have a horrible.
It's like
horrible-
7 males and 3 males. That's what you
3
just said,
females.
Josh. So Josh, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. So here.
Returning survivors. Story event. In the back of the book.
Why are you? What's wrong with your face? I mean, more than usual.
There's nothing wrong with my face. I'm beautiful on the inside,
So what's the whole
and that's all
roster
that
of
counts.
names for now?
So, Anne, can you read that off for us?
Actually, I would like you to go back to that exposure
I
setting.
hate you.
What?
So
I'm just very aware that you guys have this light ring around you. This box of white.
it's because we're fabulous. So the survivors that we have in the settlement here, we have Hopeful. We have SpongeBob, the Hit Eater. We have Matt is awesome. Yeah, he is. Daftaru, Fantasia, Crocodile Dunder, Dictionary Pants, Soon to be Dead, The Dung Ball Wizard, and Garlic. So, first up, we need to nominate a survivor to utter the first words.
So chat, nominate someone.
Shout it out in chat. I believe it's going to be Crocodile. Crocodile.
Would you like to spell that for chat one more time? Just so they can-
Excuse me.
Oh, wait, this isn't whose line? The points don't matter anyway.
No, the points do matter. You use it to redeem stuff.
Crocodile going to handle those monsters.
So, guys, just shout out in chat whoever you want to be the survivor nominated to utter the first
Crocodile.
words. Crocodile Dunder.
I think it's going to be Crocodile Dunduro.
Can we redeem? Matt has to give a Crocodile Dunder speech for each new monster. You could.
I mean, there is an option to make Matt say something, so you can.
You
fill
can use
something
that
out
however
and use
you'd
it how
like.
want.
Yeah.
With the PG-13.
Can you do my voicemail? Thank you for reaching, Anne.
Can you
Thank
do
you for
my voicemail? Thank you for reaching Anne. I'm not here right now. I'm probably getting a pumpkin spice chai latte. No water.
Drink the pumpkin spice chai latte. I love you.
Just chat right
All
now.
right, Crocodile Dunder.
Darn girl.
The nominated survivor steps forward and gains +1 courage. So, Anne, can you please mark +1 courage on Crocodile Dunder?
Most are on who?
Crocodile Dunder.
Okay. On who?
Crocodile Dundee.
It's not. I don't have a Dundee.
Oh, okay, Dunder.
That ain't a knife.
So please, +1 courage to Crocodile Dunder. They lead the other survivors in learning to speak to one another. Oh my god, that settlement's going to be horrible if that's who's teaching everyone how to speak.
It's gonna be Josh's
It's better
settlement.
than talking about Josh.
It's a settlement of Josh's.
So I feel like Josh knows what the settlement name is going to be.
He does. So they discuss their situation, realizing they must hunt to live. Add the white lion to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. So, Josh, can you please add the white lion? And you can hear him in the distance. Add the white lion to the quarry sheet. Your settlement gains the language innovation. So, Josh, can you show me the language innovation, please? So this is one of our innovations that we have, and this is going to add +1 to the survival limit. And on top of that, all survivors are going to gain the encourage survival action. So we spoke about this a little bit before. So now whenever there's a knockdown survivor, you can spend your survival to encourage them standing again, so they don't have to miss their turn.
Abron says, hey, Lucy. Lacey says, hey.
So Josh, add the language consequences to the innovation deck, please.
All right.
And then language is your first innovation, and it will spark the creation of your innovation deck. So build the innovation deck. The innovation deck represents the potential cultural and technological growth of your settlement. It will grow throughout the campaign as you gain new innovation cards. Find the 6 innovation cards with language consequences listed under their title. Those are Ammonia, Drums, Hovel, Inner Lantern, Paint, and Symposium. Shuffle these 6 cards together to form your settlement's innovation deck. Place it face down in the designated space on the settlement board. The innovation deck is persistent. Make sure to preserve the unique combination of cards in your deck between play sessions. Finished with their work, the settlement gathers around its glowing center. You know, I thought we would have a soft nougat center, but apparently we have a glowing center.
Nougat center.
I feel like the word hovel came up before, and I really thought it was hovel, and like we had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, it's hovel like shovel.
I feel like you're right. and
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
know I'm right. So, the glowing center. Armed with language, the nominated survivor aptly names the glowing center of their home the Lantern Horde. The settlement gains the Lantern Horde settlement location. So this is the Lantern Horde. And the Lantern Horde is going to allow you to innovate. So once per settlement phase, you may spend the listed resources and draw 2 innovation cards and keep one and return the other. So it's going to build your technology in your settlement. So that's going to green screen a little bit there because of that. But we can also build the Bonesmith, the Skinnery, and the Organ Grinder as endeavors. So endeavors are your actions that you get for coming back to your settlement, essentially.
So every return survivor brings 1 endeavor.
And that's going to be your actions to accomplish things. So, your Bonesmith is going to be where you make weapons for now. Your Skinnery is going to be where you make armor, and your Organ Grinder is going to be where you make accessories. In a nutshell. So that's that in a nutshell. This is me in a nutshell.
Wait, is it nutshell and
in a nutshell.
and a nougat center?
Yes.
It's like
Like a payday bar.
I was just gonna say.
I love payday bars. It's not nougat, it's caramel, though.
Would it be like a Milky Way?
No, because it doesn't have a peanut shell.
Snickers.
No, that doesn't have a peanut
Has
shell.
peanuts in it though.
You have peanuts in you.
Why are you so pasty again?
Ew. So, we could put
What's
that
on the
there.
bottom there, Matt?
And then in the bottom, we have, this is new, shared experience. Nominate a survivor that has 2 or more hunt XP than yourself. They describe illuminating details of their desired death. How morbid. If you are not deaf, gain 1 hunt XP from their story. If the nominated survivor has a shattered jaw, instead gain an insanity. So you have to listen to Josh tell a story. All
Can I
right.
pretend like I'm deaf?
The nominated survivor sits in front of the lantern horde in awe and gains +1 understanding. So, Anne, can you please give Kirkadordunder +1 understanding?
Absolutely.
Kirkadordunder. Alrighty-o. So then, they must skip the next hunt phase as they ponder the meaning of existence. Check off the skip hunt box on the survivor's record sheet. They cannot be selected as a departing survivor this phase. Return to the first story to complete the settlement phase. So we're returning to the first story, Joshua.
Okay. So we need to name our settlement.
So someone has redeemed this as, what is our settlement TP?
I don't know.
It's in the Strellerman store, no?
No, it's not. Josh knows it.
Can you turn on the KDM overlay? The settlement overlay.
Oh, God, he has it set up already.
What have you done?
I hope Kirkadurl lasts a good while. I thought it said tastes a good while.
So what's the first words of the settlement that he spoke with language?
We done got the learned burrs.
That's not what he said.
Don't get the alarm balls.
No, it's not?
I'm not repeating what it was.
What was it?
Something to do with the... You know the toy that you play with?
I can't talk about that.
Give me 1 second.
We got the toy that you play with from the lion. The spherical toy. It's typically made of rubber.
Kickball? Basketball.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking
Yes,
about.
no, we get the basketball. We get the lion's basketball and tail.
I don't get what you're talking about.
Those were the first words from the settlement.
So, moving on. I do know
You really
what...
know how to kill the stream, man. Go ahead.
You gonna show it to everyone, or are you just gonna?
I'm going to announce it as I show it to everyone. Our settlement's name is Nyobari's Pleasure Palace.
Making its glorious comeback from our Monopoly stream, we have Nyobari's Pleasure Palace. Now offering a 2-for-1 special. That's awesome. It's even better that we've met Nyobari in person several times now.
Several times.
When the settlement is named for the first time, returning survivors gain +1 survival.
Huh?
So all the returning survivors from the last fight get a survival.
Huh? So TP is going to get... So what's our survival limit, Josh?
Everyone
be at 2
sneakily
now.
takes a few steps away from Anne.
So we're all going to up our survival limit to 2 as well. So we are allowed to have a maximum of 2 survival on our characters. So what else, Josh?
All right. So return. We got our story event. We got endeavors. We update the timelines, which there's nothing. We did return to survivors. We update the death count. No one died.
Innovate?
So we could innovate. We have very limited resources. So do we want to innovate?
So what are our other options besides innovating, Joshua?
We could make some of the locations and start making gear.
We have a lot of hide, you said, right?
We have 5 pieces of hide.
So how many... Can we make like a set of rawhide armor?
If we don't innovate, we could. If we innovate, we have to use one of those pieces of hide to innovate. So we only have 2 bones and we have 4 organs.
Why don't we use this opportunity to unlock all of the locations and then start making some gear so we can go in super jacked up for our next fight with the lion? Firepower.
All right, Matt, you want to show this off?
Show it off. I don't know what you want me to show off. You didn't
The
hand me
locations.
anything. You put them directly in front of you.
Okay, put them in front of Anne.
No, you didn't. You put them in front of yourself. All right, so we have our 4 locations here. We have the Skinnery, which is going to be where you make your armor. So it shows you can make the rawhide armor set. So all of those only take 1 piece of hide. And you said we have 5 hide.
You have 5 hide.
So the way I see this playing out in my head is I see us unlocking this location, making a full rawhide armor set, and then Josh taking it because he's the tank.
Which is why I have no idea why you are so insistent on suggesting it.
Because the sooner we get him out of the way with that, the sooner we could actually start doing stuff.
The sooner he can make a second, better set of armor, and then you can get his
The
hand-me-downs?
Yeah, hand-me-downs.
It's gonna give it to Twitch, but okay.
So then you could also make bandages, the rawhide drum, and the rawhide whip. And it's important to note that bandages are important for getting rid of bleed
We
tokens.
can't make those two because they require drums.
Really?
and
So
ammonia.
you said I was talking about bandages.
You said drums
So
and whip.
I was saying the other items in this location. I'm sorry for showing that off in the camera. Do you want to do this, Josh?
Fight.
I think we have a relevant sub-only emote for this.
The next location is the Bonesmith. Bonesmith is going to allow you to make your weapons. So you have your bone dagger, your bone blade, your bone axe, your bone darts, bone club, your skull helm, which is a piece of armor, and bone pickaxe and a bone sickle. Those require ammonia, as Josh wants to point out, so we can't use those
A
yet.
couple of things.
Sorry for
Just-
showing them off. I should have just blanked. I should have just cut them off the card because we can't use them yet.
Let me just interrupt you really quick. Cloudy Sky says, did this season just start and how did the prologue go?
The season did just start, and the prologue went. So we doing kind of poorly in the beginning, and got the ever-loving crap beat out of her, got her back broken. But Josh came through with 4 10s in a row and beat the crap out of the monster.
And then Britru wants to know, are bandages consumable?
No, bandages, you keep on using them and using them.
And Professor Chaos says, is there a language consequences card?
There's a language card, and then there's 6 cards that go in the deck. So
We'll show those off
off
the
those
next
in a
time we
second.
endeavor, because we'll show them off as they become options for us to pick.
Okay, and then Ender the Third asks, do we have enough bones to make enough weapons?
How many
we
bones
have
do we
2
have?
bones.
So no, we do not have enough bones to make enough weapons. So some people are going to be stuck with their founding stones for a while.
And Eberron's asking, what was on the bottom of the Skinnery?
We're not allowed to show that off according to Josh.
it was the leatherworker location that you can make.
All right, so then finally here we have the bottom of the Bonesmith card. Something else we're not allowed to make is the weapon crafter. So you can build that using an endeavor, 3 bones, and a hide. So that's another future option that we have there as well. And then finally we have the organ grinder location, which is going to be where we make our accessories. So the organ grinder is going to be, what's stone noses?
So it's a new item. They're kind of cool. They're a bag of noses.
What does it do? So it takes an endeavor to make it. It doesn't take any resources. So I'm assuming you just sit there all day chipping noses off the floor.
Yep.
I'm really confused. This is new. I don't know what this is. And Anne's just like, I don't know what any
It's
of
a
this
bag
is.
of noses.
That is a bag of noses.
It's actually a bag of noses.
So what does the bag of noses do? The bag of noses is, on arrival, gain a survival and an insanity, and then arrival at the start of the showdown. So it basically gives you an extra survival and insanity at the start of the showdown, which is interesting.
It's jewelry?
It is jewelry, yes. Speaking of jewelry. Tabletop talisman. That's interesting. So if you have an extra endeavor, that's not a bad place to spend it. Especially early game, because it doesn't take any of your resources. So you can make fecal salve, which allows you to get rid of the priority target token. Monster grease, which is going to give you plus evasion. Dried acanthus, which we don't have the resources for that, but that allows you to ignore a severe injury, permanent or severe injury. Lucky charm, which is going to give you plus luck. Monster tooth necklace, which requires heat, but is going to we don't have that yet, but
They're after me, Lucky Charms. Sorry.
they're magically delicious. And the monster tooth necklace is going to give you plus strength as well at the end. And then finally, the organ grinder allows you to do augury. Augury is going to be what gives you the chance to make babies, get intimate with each other. Brown chicken, brown cow. And then finally at the bottom is Stone Circle, which is another settlement location where you can build more stuff, but I think we can make that now technically, but there's no reason to.
There's not yet. All right. So what do we want to do with our last endeavor? Do we want to use some of the resources to innovate? Do we want to try to make a baby, or we can make some stone noses?
I think that we should make some stone noses.
Oh,
Great time, Lyles. Don't take those noses for granted.
See?
Thank you so
for
much,
granite.
Mike of Aegis.
Oh, for
get the
granite. Because they're stone noses. They're stone noses, Anne. I like that. That's funny. So I personally think we should spend that last endeavor to make the noses, put that on someone else. We'll have the hide to make a full armor set, which I think is extremely beneficial early in the game.
Who's getting the full rawhide armor set?
Twitch. And then we have 2 bones that we can use to make some weapons. So that's my thought process there. And then we've got a few organs that we can use to make like monster grease and stuff like that.
I wouldn't mind doing a baby because we can get our principal.
You might want to rephrase that.
Trying to make a baby, we can.
Anniversary present? What?
We could try to make a new principal for birth and.
Doesn't the kid have to go to school for a while before he can be a principal? At least be a teacher first.
No, it's not in life and death.
So you want to attempt augury then instead of the noses?
That would be my.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think innovation's good this year because we're really lacking in resources.
Yeah, we're definitely lacking. But you get more resources when you fight the level 1 white lion, and if we have better gear, we have a better chance to farm those resources more efficiently.
Yep.
Especially if we get like a lucky charm, and we're able to activate
Lucky
it.
charms.
They're magically delicious. Yeah, we did that, Josh. All right, so
Give me lucky charms. They're magically delicious.
Twitch, if you guys have any recommendations on what you'd like to do, please speak now or forever hold your peace. But Josh, you want to make the armor now?
Sure, we can make some rawhide armor.
So TP, we're gonna make you a full set of rawhide armor.
Thought you said you were going to make me a baby.
I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Really nice. I mean,
Happy anniversary. Sharing is caring.
ew. I can't wait. That was such an appropriate noise.
All right, so I'm going to show off the full rawhide armor set whenever Josh gets that over to me.
Do the raid if you play the stream RPG thingy.
It is very warm in here.
What is the stream RPG thing? I saw that, but I didn't do it.
TP, you said it wrong.
When you go
It's
to our
getting
page,
hot
there's like
in
a
here.
game you can play.
Oh yeah, there's a little like side game you can play.
So let's show off your gear now. So TP, you've got the rawhide headband. That's going to be 1 armor to your head location, and that's going to be 4 in activation since it is linked with the puzzle piece. Reveal the top 2 AI cards, place them back on the top of the deck in any order. So this is a great support armor. You have your rawhide vest, which as it is activated, you're going to get +1 evasion, so you're going to be harder to hit by the monster. You've got your gloves, which are on to part, gain +1 survival, so your survival is going to be up a little more. Your boots also give you +1 survival on to part, so just like that, you're automatically going to go up to our settlement max of 2 survival. And then finally you got your rawhide pants. Those are just pants. But most
Those are
important,
just pants.
those are just pants. Most importantly, though, you have the full rawhide armor set, so you're going to get a bonus from that. So you get the 1 armor at all hit locations, but you get +1 additional bonus armor at all hit locations. So you're going to have 2 armor on all hit locations. And then when you this is the most important one here, and I know you miss this ability. It is whenever you perform a survival action, roll a d10 on a 6+, regain that survival. So that's an awesome piece
I
of
love
armor right
that. I know that you were showing the gear grips off in the Twitch hand cam. I'd like to hold them over here so people can get a non-green screen view of what it looks like. So these are the gear grids. We're doing them as a giveaway, but they're also available for Lightning and Lace.
there. She has a green screen behind her, too.
Yeah,
Let
but
her go. Let her play. Yep.
Okay, you're good.
well, it was zoomed in, is what it meant.
She wants to play with the toy. Let her play.
I want to play
with
with the toy. Look, I can hold it like this, and it doesn't fall out, and I like it. It makes me happy.
If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad.
Exactly. Look at that. Boom.
I'm waiting for them to fall. I'm surprised that they haven't fallen out. I'm
I am
actually really
surprised.
impressed.
They've got little finger holes, so I can do that.
Ew.
I don't know if you can see them.
This is a preview of their
There
evening
you
later
go.
tonight.
All right, and I really love these gear grids. Here you go.
All right.
So where were we? I lost my train of thought there after that. Choo-choo train of thought. So we made the armor. So what else do we have, Josh?
We have some organs and we have some bones. I'm assuming you want to save the sinew to make the bow next year.
Please and thank you are
Do
the
we want to
magic
save
words.
the golden whiskers to make the harp? Or are you not worried about the harp?
That's up to you. I really don't care about the harp personally.
Okay.
So, there's a question. Ender the Third says, "Do the gear grids work with card protectors?" Josh, do you know the answer to that?
They actually responded in
Williams is
chat.
Ah,
However, yes, they make 2 sizes. They make one for with card protectors and one without card protectors.
The giveaway is for without
Yeah.
card protectors.
It is important to note that.
But it is available on Etsy at Lightning and Lace.
So, very good. That means that we have how much resources left?
If we keep this in, we have 5 resources left, 3 organs and 2 bones.
Okay, so with the bones, I'm assuming we want to make the guitar. Because
There's
we
no
have...
guitar.
Oh, we don't have the guitarium. That's right.
So, but we want to make bone darts.
Yes, we definitely want to make bone darts, and we'll get into the description of that a little bit later of why. And that's going to be on the next stream we talk about why.
Yeah.
But we're going to make bone darts, and bone darts is a ranged weapon. So this is our first ranged weapon we're going to have. It's 1 speed, so you're only going to roll 1 die. It's a 7+ accuracy. So it's not the greatest in accuracy. It's the same as the Founding Stone, but it's a 3 strength weapon. So all of a sudden, you're going to get a nice little strength boost over what you've seen in the Prologue fight. And it's got a range of 6 on it, which means you can stand up to 6 spaces away from the line and attack it still. Which is super important because think about this. You could stand far away from the lion, attack it, and then run away, and you won't be in his range anymore.
So they're frail. Have you yet discussed what it is for an item to be frail?
Not. So there is stuff called super dense locations. Does the lion have any super dense locations? So this is not going to matter for the white lion, but there are some monsters later that have what's called super dense hit locations, which means that if you attack them with a frail weapon, your wound will still succeed, but your weapon gets destroyed on that hit. So you're going to archive your weapon after that. You lose it forever and ever and ever.
And Chad's asking, the only downside is no weapon experience, right? So, and throughout the game, once you get to a certain level, you can start doing weapon proficiencies.
That is the once you get to your second Hunt XP level, correct?
Typically, there's some other things that modify that too. But thrown weapons is not one. There's guitars, there's bows, there's swords and spears and axes and clubs and all the other weapons, but there's not one for thrown.
Okay. So the bone darts is one that we're going to make, so that gets rid of one of our items there. I think we're going to need one more weapon. So what other bone weapon do you recommend there, Josh?
Does chat want to make?
Chat, do you guys have any recommendations for what bone weapons you want to add into the game? And what's the bone axe, Josh?
Bone axe is going to be a bone and an organ. It's a little more expensive.
It's a little more expensive, but it is a 2 speed, 6+ accuracy, so a little bit more accurate. It's 1 more speed than the darts. Or let's compare it to the Founding Stone. How about that?
That's a good idea.
It's got the same speed as the Founding Stone. It's got 1 better strength than or 1 better accuracy than the Founding Stone. It's got 2 better strength than the Founding Stone. It's got frail, unfortunately, but it does have Savage, and Savage is once per attack. If you critically wound the monster, cause an additional 1 wound. The effect does not apply to impervious hit locations, but if you crit, it does 2 damage instead of 1.
And chat's asking, do we want frail weapons? Sadly, that's pretty much our only choices right now. The bone club is not frail, but that requires 3 bones, and we don't have 3 bones to spend it.
So again, the other option there would be, besides these weapons, to actually just kind of wait it out with our Founding Stones, and once we beat the level 1 white lion, we're going to unlock a new settlement location that's going to allow us to get different weapons that aren't frail. So that's an option as well. Then the Bone Blade, that's a 2 speed, 6+ accuracy, 2 strength weapon with frail. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple in the grand scheme of things. And then we have the Bone Dagger. And the Bone Dagger is a high speed weapon, 3 speed, 7+ accuracy, only 1 strength. But on a perfect hit, which is if you roll a 10 on your attack roll, you are going to gain a survival. So that's pretty nice. And do you have any preference there? Do you care about any of those? Or are you okay with Founding Stone in it?
We could make another bone dart, too.
Can I tell you what I want, Josh?
What?
Doesn't really matter.
What do you
But
want?
I can't activate it. Never mind. I was going to say I want a luck charm, but I can't activate it because I won't have the affinities for it.
Nope. We give Twitch a luck charm.
Which brings up a really great point. What are the affinities?
So affinities are these colored icons that you have on the cards here. And I mentioned this a little bit before, but you see this has a downward blue and this has an upward blue. If you connect them, you form a blue affinity. And affinities are going to have modifiers on these cards. So for example, this rawhide vest here, it's got a puzzle piece affinity, which means you have to link this one, not just any affinity. If you activate that, that's when you get that ability to go through your AI cards there.
And show off the rawhide vest.
I did already.
It has the...
So it has a puzzle piece red and blue. And I
thought
don't
they
have
had
that activated right now because that's when she's shoved out. But you're going to gain +1 evasion for activating that.
All right. I thought there was one on there that wasn't a puzzle
Daphne.
piece.
You thought wrong.
Listen, I really like the bone axe.
You do?
Yeah. You said that. Yeah.
TP, can you put a poll up for everyone? Let's make this official.
Sure, I can do that. Give me 1 second.
I like that savage ability.
What's the question?
Is that because you're a savage?
It is 'cause I'm a
The
savage.
question is, what weapon would you like to make? We have the bone axe, the bone blade, the bone dagger,
And the bone darts.
bone darts. Last one's nothing.
What are the resource requirements to make the bow? That's like sinew and stuff, right?
The bow ain't
Bow?
there yet.
The bow's
well,
right
I
there, but it's a
understand.
sinew, and I think it's a bone.
Well, my point was that if we are aiming to make the bow, we're already going to have a ranged
Aiming.
weapon. So the darts are kind of a ranged weapon. So I feel like that adds some benefit to doing something that's not a ranged weapon.
Chat is all over the place. Like, bone axe was like flew up, and then like bone darts came in.
I saw that. Bone.
Thank you, Peter.
We do have whiskers to use
Thank
in
you, Peter
Oregon.
Chayward.
Peter, you're going to be at Gen Con.
That dope, yeah.
But no, next one.
PAX
Unplugged.
Unplugged. Yes,
There
he
you go.
is.
All right, so we'll leave that up for a minute. So we have 2 organs. So I'm thinking this, Matt. We can make a
Not that, Matt.
We can make a luck charm, and we can make a.
Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Okay. So
If we
can
made
make
a luck charm and a fecal salve. We could activate the luck charm on Twitch, and then they could punch things in the butt really, really well because they have +1 luck.
I'm okay with that.
But
I'm
that's
definitely
gonna
okay
use
with
2
that.
of our organs. I would love to use that 3rd organ to make a monster grease for them.
I bet you would.
So they would have an extra evasion, but if we use it for the bone axe, we won't be able to do that.
I don't care about their evasion. They could deal with it.
All right.
Where's that salty emote?
It's in Twitch, everywhere in Twitch. So I'm perfectly okay with that. But it looks like chat wants the bone axe. So
Okay.
let's make the bone axe, and then let's do your poop salve and luck charm. Did you want to say something, Ann?
And I'm going to keep it muted, and I'm going to talk with it muted, just to piss you off. How about that?
Well, you do that really well.
All right, giving that to
Catch
chat.
me outside. How about that?
Thank you very much.
So, Josh, do you want to make the fecal salve and the other thing, please?
Why are you giving them the bone axe?
Giving who the... Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
The idea was for them to punch things in the butt.
Okay, I don't want to listen to you because you smell funny.
Okay. All
So,
right.
Josh, do you want to finally do what I was asking?
All right, so it
or-
looks like the bone axe is official. I'm going to close out this poll.
So we are going to make the fecal salve and the luck charm for Twitch, and that's going to give you guys +1 additional luck, and you're going to run around and punch things in the butt all the time. So let me show this off for everyone in chat here. So thank you,
Oh.
Madargo.
Mardargo. So that means we're only 3 subscribers away from a second sub-only giveaway
I
tonight.
still
And
want my sub sandwich.
$20.69 for the
No, 59 cents.
59 cents. Sorry,
Hey, but-
59 cents for the main giveaway.
You could tell
The
it's his
second main giveaway.
anniversary because you know what he's got on his mind.
TB, can you put another poll up while we're talking?
That's not the only poll she's going to put up. All right, so we have the full rawhide armor set here. You guys have that. You have your blue affinity from that, and then you are also going to activate another second blue affinity with your fecal salve and your luck charm. Your fecal salve is going to allow you to remove the priority target token from yourself, make yourself no longer a threat. But most importantly, you are going to upgrade your luck. So the luck, you're going to get +1 additional. So with using the Fist and Tooth, which is deadly, you're going to crit on an 8, 9, 10. So you have a 3 out of 10 chance of critting. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
We could take the Founding Stone away from them.
30% good.
Not really.
8 out of 10 out of 10 is 30%.
8 out of 10 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Huh?
I hate you. Good talk. You have a 3 out of a 10 chance to crit.
Yeah, so why are you saying 8 out of 10?
I said 30%.
Why do you keep
I
saying
said 8, 9, or 10.
Oh, you were mumbled on that one.
I'm sitting next to Josh, and after a long day, I'm not going to finish what I was going to say with that sentence.
So, do we want to take their founding stone away? Josh, do you want their founding stone?
I'm sure.
Can
I'm
you carry
sure.
2 founding stones?
Yeah.
You could have a gear grid full of founding stones, and then you could just go into the fight and chuck founding stones the entire time, all over again.
That's so good.
So it looks like we're going to give TP a baby.
So who we nominated?
I would hope you, Joshua. Unless you've got something else going on with your guys' relationship that I don't know about. That would explain all the random visitors you guys have.
You?
I did not mean that.
You and Ann?
Well, we know what we're doing after the stream today. So,
Going home, Matthew. Going home.
is that what the kids call it these days? So,
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm very
What
proud
did
of
we get
myself. Someone has to be.
ourselves
So
into?
we are
not even your mother. Not
Mr. Meth
even
wants
your.
to know if he missed the secret code.
Oh,
Thank you, Mike.
Oh my goodness gracious!
So that means we're adding an expansion into our Twitch Plays
I
Kingdom Death
think
by
we're
4.
off by 59 cents.
You're the worst.
it's close.
I will go get you 59 cents.
Oh, it's so close.
Anyway,
That's the second giveaway if we hit 59 cents.
you didn't
so
miss the
everyone's-
secret code yet. Yes, I am. I actually have color on my cheeks
Do
for
we
a
want to give
change.
chat the secret code?
Yes, let's give chat.
What is the secret code?
I think it's changed 3 times during the stream, and she's not quite sure which one we've landed on.
Panda, it's your choice. What's the secret code?
I was gonna-
Table flip.
Table flip?
Apparently, it's table flip. So the secret code for this evening is table flip.
Is
so
that one word or 2?
either one.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it looks like they want that giveaway.
Thank you, guys. All right, so we officially have 2 regular giveaways. We are 2 subs away from 2
Sub
sub-only giveaways. Stop saying sub sandwich because Publix is closed, and I'm very disappointed in my life.
Publix
right
is
now.
open for another 7 minutes.
Can we put another poll up?
We can't. Another poll?
Which expansion to add?
Okay.
Oh goodness.
What are our options there, Josh?
It's Gorm.
So for those of you that don't know, the Gorm is actually stylistically modeled after Josh.
Spediculous.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
Flower Knight.
I actually prefer the Flower Day.
It just doesn't stop.
Manhunter.
The Man Hunter? That's Aaron. Aaron's
Dragon King.
Excuse me, we weren't done with our jokes. I don't appreciate you
Sunstalker.
Drag
stepping on our jokes.
and
What about
King.
the Night Stalker? Drag and King.
What's the King Dragon?
His balls.
The
Dragon
DBK?
Sea Balls. Not the HBK.
Not the HBK. And the Lion God. I think I got everything.
Not the Loin God.
That's Clark.
Yes. Can someone get Josh a back scratcher?
He's like Baloo. It's the bear. He's all hairy.
The simple bare
Look at all
necessities.
the numbers are flying everywhere.
They're flying everywhere.
TP, you could, yeah.
You
I got it.
misspelled choice number 5. It's DRAG capital
ANN. Yeah, my bad.
Dragon King.
So, is Aaron the manhunter because he hunts Anne?
yeah.
Is this real?
Are you slow? Once more for the slow
I
crowd.
love you to the moon and back.
No, you don't.
To the moon, all the way to the moon. And that's how much I love you.
All right. So what are we doing right now, Josh?
All right. So we're gonna try to make baby.
Let's make a baby.
Who is going to do augury?
Matt and Josh. Good talk.
So Fantasia is going to do augury.
Well, she'd be nominated female. We have a male survivor try to do it. So, because Fantasia is not going to go out on a hunt, so getting +1 survival is not going to be beneficial if she
Okay.
doesn't work. So, who got some understanding already? Crocodile?
Kirk, say it.
Crocodile.
Two guys
So-
understanding.
Could possibly get some more understanding.
Or Crocodile.
Yeah.
So let's nominate Fantasia and Crocodile Dunder.
Oh, one of them. So Crocodile Dundee's gonna do
Who?
the augury roll.
No.
Crocodile Dunder.
Crocodile Dunder.
So
Dunder.
Crocodile Dunder is going to do the augury roll. So TP, we're going to need a D10 to be rolled.
Okay.
And the D10 is going to be for our augury results. So let's see what we get here. Probably not going to make.
So we're gonna roll a
baby,
D10.
but the odds are not in our favor right now.
It's an 8.
They are enough, though. We're going to roll on the intimacy table, so it's time for us to make a baby. It's time to make a baby.
Brown chicken, brown.
Brown chicken.
RX rolled an 8. Yeah. Behind. Very behind.
Berry behind.
Berry.
It's a berry behind.
Tonight it will
I don't
be.
think we're gonna do a year 2. It is getting late.
Yeah, it's not going to
Or
be
year
year
1.
Yeah, no year 1 this evening. But we're going to roll on the intimacy table. So TP, we're going to need one more D10 to be rolled. So the first time your settlement gives birth to a new survivor. Well, let's see if we give
Our
birth to a
person
new
was like,
survivor.
my Crocodile Dundee.
It's a 10.
Oh, a 10.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. The settlement celebrates a twice fortunate event. A pair of healthy newborn survivors enter the world. The settlement gains +2 population. Twins!
So you guys can name some babies if you go to the SE store and redeem your points.
Matt, what does it say on the left-hand side, though?
The left-hand side, it says the first time your settlement gives birth to a new survivor, technically it says when it gains +1 population from intimacy.
Get it.
This is +2 population. I know.
That's different. As an accountant, I'm explaining to you that 1 and 2 are 2 different numbers.
Are you sure,
The
though?
survivors ponder the existence of life, so we're going to have principal new life. So what's principal new life, Josh?
It's a story event in the book.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
And we're gonna close out the poll. It looks like Gorm won.
That's good. I like the Gorm.
Closing out the poll, Gorm won by
A little bit.
Major
Just a little bit.
Konings.
BK was next.
Major Konings missed the giveaway code. The RX gave it to him, but if you could be a little bit more clear.
Okay, I'm going to let you know via
Table flip.
Thank you. I was actually going to do the table flip symbol.
Someone else did it in the chat already.
That's what I said, the RX.
Yeah, the RX beat you to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, the RX.
I'm really confused.
Daphne, we got your name. You were like one of the first ones.
So, Principal New Life. So, Principal New Life. The group must decide how to raise their young. TP, we're going to need one more poll to be put up.
Wait, Anne's an account and
TP.
she also is an and to some adorable little kids. Yes, we're going to put up a new poll. What is the question?
How would you like to raise your young?
Oh, listen. If this is anything like the game of niche that we played the other night, as aggressively Spartan all the way.
If you're going to make the rest of the family sick, you can get
drown yourself in the ocean. It's not go away. You can drown yourself in the ocean.
Look, I'm just
Little
looking
baby.
out for the group as a whole.
Ruthless.
So, would you like to raise your young, Nicole, Panda, TP, with affection
No,
or without mercy?
that's how you raise your babies.
Spartans, what
The
is your
needs
profession?
of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, thank you, Gundark.
Gundark just redeemed Yogi.
So we get to play Yogi after this.
I wanted to come home, honey.
He does not want you home. He does not want you home.
Hey.
They are fighting to take control of that poll. That is interesting.
That sounds like later this evening.
I'm done.
When you
done.
and Nicole fight over Josh's poll?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I just mute us all as punishment for this conversation?
Sure. So, Legend Skate
Am I still
redeemed.
muted?
We should hope so. It looks like we might be doing a Spartan settlement.
Yeah!
Spartans, what is your profession? I'm an accountant.
Account.
Listen,
An
Matt
account
Damon was an accountant.
and
And the accountant?
No, that was Ben Affleck.
Oh, no, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Giveaway. I don't need to be present to win, right? No, you do not.
And we will be doing it shortly, fairly shortly.
Just a heads up, though. We, as far as shipping goes,
Free shipping if you are in the Lincoln Continental United States, and if you are international, we just ask that you go halvesies with us.
because we do a lot of giveaways. It tends to add up, especially with international shipping.
And we do ship our giveaways in batches, so it's not something.
Generally around once a month.
Kurkadoldunder.
Again, because we do so
Same with the store
so many
redemption
giveaways.
stuff too.
Okay, so let's see.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, love.
You're in trouble now. Woo!
Everyone's name is survivors.
What are they naming
I
them?
hope they're really great names.
Well, the chat did it, of course. It's going to be a really great
That's
name.
true.
So I think you could close out that poll. We seem to have stalled, and it looks like we're going to be raising our young without mercy. So without mercy, the settlement embraces the child with warm arms, nurturing new life. That's the wrong one. Haha. No, we don't embrace it with
Warm light and
arms.
love? Nope, that's wrong.
No.
The toys are taken from the child and replaced with the cold stone face shard. Training begins immediately.
These are Nicole's kids.
The settlement gains the new life principle, survival of the fittest. Find and place the card on the settlement board and note it on the settlement record sheet. TP, in the meantime, can you please roll a d10?
I absolutely can.
So survival of the fittest is going to give +1 to our survival limit. So we now have a maximum of 1 more survival. So we have 3 for the group. And then when rolling on intimacy story events, roll twice and pick the lowest result.
Sweet.
So it's going to be that much harder for us to make bears. However, all current and newborn survivors gain +1 strength and +1 evasion. So everyone gains +1 strength and +1 evasion.
Geez, so many cards. Okay.
So, do you need the names of the survivors?
Not yet.
Not
and
yet.
then once per lifetime, a survivor may re-roll a single roll result. They must keep this new result. So this is something that we got to play with a little bit during our last season of Twitch Plays Kingdom, or our season 3, right? Season 4?
Yeah.
Do you even know what
Season
season
three?
you're in
Season 3.
Yeah, season 3 for Survival of the Fittest. If you have a Survival of the Fittest survivor, once per lifetime, they can re-roll a single die result. You must use that result, so you can't keep spamming re-rolls, but it gives you kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card that you could possibly use. So that's kind of swanky.
Don't forget the survivor in front of Matt, man.
I have no idea what he just said. So,
Don't forget
it
the
was
survivor
for-
in front of
it was
Matt.
for him. It was for him and me.
okay, so now,
our
TP, we're going to need the 2 next names for the survivors, for
Absolutely.
the 2 twins.
So, as a reminder, if you want to name anyone in the
These are blank.
settlement, or if you want to add a fighting art, you want to add anything to the game,
What about a
you do that.
farting art?
You do that through the Stream Element store. It's !SE store if you ever want an easy link, and you just redeem those points. Someone just redeemed something.
Name a survivor.
Sweet. All right. So the next names are going to be, let's see. Dark Liger named a female. Gormbait.
Gormbait.
And I'm just trying to figure out what's in
Order. Chronological order.
Urder.
Order.
What's in Hodor? Too soon.
Too soon.
We're going to do a male named Chuck.
It's Chuck.
Last name
Up.
Founding Stone.
Oh,
So
Chuck,
good.
Chuck Founding
I
Stone.
like that one.
Founding Stone.
Who
Chuck
did that
Founding
one?
Stone.
Oh, I just lost it. So,
know.
sorry.
For moth.
It was a good one. Gorm bait. Wah. Chuck bait. Wah.
Matt, they rolled a 3 for the table roll.
For
Never-
So a 3 for Without Mercy. The settlement celebrates with a rowdy party filled with tests of strength and triumphant roaring. The parents each gain +1 permanent strength and 2 insanity, and they must skip the next hunt to recover. So Crocodile Dunder gains +1 permanent strength, as well as Fantasia, and they both have to skip the next hunt. Now, Crocodile Dunder already had to skip the next hunt, so that's okay.
So it's just going to be Fantasia, who I think because of the broken back, you're not taking back out again. But she now has strength of 2.
Yeah.
How does that work with her broken back condition if she can't carry gear with strength plus 2?
So that's the gear, not necessarily her strength.
Everything?
So if she has a bunch of strength, she could actually carry gear with lower strength, and it's not as much of a hindrance to her.
She's actually not awful to take back out again.
If we
And
could
you're also
possibly,
going to get 2 insanity.
yeah, 2 insanity
For
for yes, Fantasia and Crocodile Dunder. Okie dokie, folks. So what's next, Josh?
We made everything. We're not innovating. So we're going to... This is the end of the session. We're going to pick
Oh,
up next time. We're
look
going
at
to
that.
depart against the monster and fight it and do a hunt and everything else.
So when is our next session going to be?
Our next session is going to be
Not next Tuesday.
Not next Tuesday.
Tuesday
Why?
after.
The Tuesday after, because you guys are going to Metatopia, right?
Yep.
All right, so not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, we will be doing our continuation of Twitch Plays Kingdom Death, Season 5, Episode 2, going into Lantern Year 1.
And that would be November 7th. Tuesday, November 7th.
Perfect.
I believe that's when we're doing the giveaway for the classic SNES, thanks to Merrick's Bob.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you again, Murex Bob, for that.
And thank you for the hippos.
Oh, my God, no.
They're almost gone.
They're almost gone.
F
We've got
those
like one
hippos.
tiny little box left, and they're probably going to be gone
But
tonight.
you love them so much.
I love
That's
them
not my
too.
belly.
Where's the giveaway link?
The giveaway link. So there are a couple ways to win. The first way is going through Gleam, and I'm going to link everything in just a second. The second one is to enter via our Stream Elements giveaway. The link is there as well. And the third way to win a giveaway is to be a subscriber. We're doing one sub-only giveaway. We're only 2 subscribers from doing a second sub-only giveaway. So we might hit that tonight, maybe not.
We're doing 2 regular tip
We
giveaways
are doing
tonight.
2 regular tip giveaways. So for every $100, we have a giveaway. And we've also revealed a settlement. No, it's not a settlement, an expansion that we're going to do. And Josh, can you tell them how the expansion editions work?
So next expansion is going to be when we hit the tip goal of $600.
Okay.
And then again, we're going to put up a poll for you guys to vote on what the next expansion is going to be. But in the meantime, TP, you put the regular giveaway link in the chat, correct? And the sub giveaway, you don't have to be here to be present. You don't have to be present to win. You do have to be here to be present. And we're just going to pull a list of all of our subscribers and announce live on the stream who won, and we'll be contacting you for your contact information to send the gift over to
Today
you.
is a gift, and that's why they call it the present.
We're also doing if you tip over $30, you get the cool necklace.
Yes, indeed. So if you tip over $30 in a single
Tip.
bound, you are going to get the Kingdom Death necklace that we made here. So this has actually got the ashes of Season 4 survivor sheets and settlement sheets. It's kind of funny.
And we also have a tabletop talisman
Speaking of
Kickstarter-
necklaces,
Kickstarter going on. Anne, do you want to talk about the tabletop talisman?
so we did a little work, we did a little research trying to find some really neat geeky jewelry. As some of you know, we were previously producing stuff underneath the name Precision Gaming Solutions. We mainly dealt in aluminum D6 products. We did the giant table breaker D20, and we decided we kind of wanted to do jewelry.
Jewelry.
So we have just launched today the Tabletop Talisman jewelry line, which is a really cute way to subtly kind of show off your geekiness. They are great to wear at cons. They are great to wear at game night. They are great to wear. I wear my necklace all the time. We decided to use aluminum because it is incredibly vibrant. As you can see, Nicole has her blue meeple out in the card cam on the blue leather cord, which we're hoping is a 24-hour funding stretch goal. She's also modeling lovely her blue matching earrings. It was another little advantage of using aluminum is because somebody here with an engineering degree decided to design them. They are precision engineered, so those half thickness earrings match the full thickness necklace. The full thickness necklace, again, another reason we decided to use aluminum. It is lightweight, so it is very comfortable to wear all day long, both the earrings and the necklace. If you or somebody you know wants to be able to show off their wants to be able to show off their geeky pride, to wave their geek flag, make sure that you check out our Kickstarter. And the nicest thing that you could do for us is, even if it's not your bag, share it with your friends. Or back for $1. Yeah, even backing for $1 really does help. And keep in mind that that will give you pledge manager access. So when we do fund and close the campaign, you'll be able to add on the items at the end if you decided to change your mind, or you're following along, or what have you.
And if we get 200% funding in 24 hours, I get my ears pierced.
So go fund it.
Go fund it, guys.
Live on stream?
No.
Yeah, I worked really. I worked really hard. We all worked really hard to be able to provide these at a really cost-effective and affordable price point for everybody. We really wanted our community to have a great way to show off their stuff.
It said Cadzooks.
Canadian American dollar?
Instead of Gadzooks, Cadzooks. CAD is computer aided.
Yeah, assisted design. Aided or assisted?
Whatever.
Okay.
Same thing. You use a computer to draw stuff.
At least it's not your nipples.
I mean,
That's
we
if we get 1,000% funded in the first 24 hours.
Yeah, as you
Go
see,
viral.
Nicole's wearing blue. I have one of the starting colors, which is purple. We're currently starting out with black, blue, red, and purple. And we plan on, for our dice campaigns, we only were able to offer a handful of colors. Black, blue, red, silver, green, purple, I think is as far as we went. So we wanted to kind of honor those original starting colors of black, red, and blue. And then we definitely threw in purple there in honor of Twitch. But we have got a huge range of colors that we would like to be able to mass produce. Now, we did produce a small run. So we are able to offer holiday shipping. So if this is something that you would like to give somebody as a Christmas gift, please make sure you check out the limited spots for the holiday delivery. And as soon as the campaign closes, you will get a survey, 72 hours.
Survey says.
Give us your color preferences. We will do the best. However, no guarantee to match up your preferences to what we're able to ship you. And you should have a Merry Christmas.
So I'm going to turn on the video while we put together the giveaway stuff that we're going to be
Please
holding.
pay really close attention to the voice in the video.
Do you want to do a
Commercial.
soft sign off first, or you want to?
Let's do a soft sign
Let's
off.
do a soft
Okay.
sign up. All right, so thank you all for joining us this evening. Please stay tuned and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and come chat with us in our Discord channel where
The party's always going on.
no, the party never stops.
And if you're watching this on VOD, please like and subscribe to the
like
channel.
and subscribe. Again, as a reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. We love it when you do. And if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Twitch Prime, you get one free sub every month. Every dollar that we get goes back into funding the stream and doing the awesome stuff that we're doing and bringing you more giveaways and cool stuff from the cons, better coverage as well, better stream equipment, all that goodies.
Speaking of cons,
We are going to Metatopia next week. That's going to be Josh and Nicole. And then we're going to be streaming live for every single hour of the con from PAX Unplugged when that's going on in the second weekend of November.
We have some really awesome partner sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
that we're going to be able to feature at PAX Unplugged.
We've got Orange Machine Games. We're going to
Yes.
have Don Eskridge show off Abandoned Planet. He's donating 2 signed copies to give away to you guys.
We're going to have the Half-Baked.
Hang on. He's also showing off Black Hole Council, which the Kickstarter will be launching next month. So
I get to play. I'm going to cut you off. Sorry. I
Okay,
get to
Josh.
play the prototype. I pulled a Josh. Sorry. I get to play a prototype of that game at BGG, and it was super cool. So I'm really excited to see him bring that to stream.
So we've got, in addition, we've got Looney Labs and Half Baked Ideas. We've got Quick Simple Fun. We're probably going to have Arcane Wonders with us.
You can have Doctor Who Flux.
Potentially, we've got, we're going to play that without you.
I know, it makes me really sad.
Potentially,
guys.
we've got, who else are we talking to? Eagle Griffin?
Eagle Griffin Games, EGG.
We're excited about that. And yeah, we've got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys, so definitely check us out.
lot
If
of
you're going to
really
be
awesome
there,
content.
let us know. Come check us out in booth 156. And we're also going to put together a little get-together where we, get together with our... That's Puck. Where we get together with everyone who watches and all our new friends and get a drink or some kind of...
And if you're out at Essen, please make sure that you stop by our sponsors and say hello and show them a little love and thank them from us for helping to support us and allow us to do things like streaming from the conventions.
Yeah. And if there's someone that you want to see on our stream at the convention, make sure to... tell them that. Also, if you're going to be at PAX, send us an email. We're going to put together and we'll keep you updated on what we're doing.
Okie dokie. So thank you all for joining us this evening. Stay tuned for all of our future streams. We're going to be on a short hiatus for a while as we go from Metatopia. But stay tuned, and perhaps me and Ann are going to have a nice little show for you.
And this stream and all of this week's stream is brought to you by Millennium Blades by Level 99, as well as the custom gear grid cards by Lightning and Lace on Etsy. So definitely go check them out.
High five, TP. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. This is Twist Gaming signing off. Stay tuned for the giveaways. I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And I'm not the disembodied voice of TP. I'm actually TP. Have a good night.
You're embodied.